Hello! Oh, sorry, this is terribly unprofessional of me, but I, spilled something, so I need to go grab a paper towel or some shit. Be right back. Dude, I even fucking put on pants to be professional and shit, and now I managed to spill... Well, I didn't spill, but I like a couple of droplets of beer on my desk. Oh, I seem to get our RAF and Royal Navy ads. Is it working? Yeah, gamers, we want you. Let's see, I'm gonna send out a message to the Discord. Holy shit, it works? Okay, cool. No, so I decided I was gonna put on pants, but I'm lazy, so I just put on pajama pants. I got out of the shower like an hour ago, and was basically just wearing underpants and a bathrobe. And when I decided, you know, I want to stream now, I also decided that it would be kind of weird for me to do it in just my underpants. At least I would feel weird about it. You wouldn't know, but I would know, and, you know, it would be kind of strange to me, at least. Anyway, so I wanted to do the A New Home scenario, because if we do, well, if we finish it, or basically if we reach, like, certain thresholds, I think each threshold is 20 days, and 40 days, and 60 days, you get... Alright, see ya, Ewan KK. Enjoy dinner. But you basically unlock new scenarios, and I haven't done all of those. So I've played through A New Home a long time ago, back around when the game released, sometime in 2018, I think. Or was it 2017? I think it's 2018. But, so, basically I want to do that, so I can try to do the, scenarios, the special ones. And of course, I don't have access to those anymore because, you know, I lost all my save games in that whole, you know, great SSD snap of whatever month of whatever year it was, sometime in 2019. And it won't matter to you guys, but it'll matter to me. I would feel real weird about, like, streaming in my underpants, I think. Anyway, so customized scenario just for, like, transparency's sake. No cheats, everything's on medium. And survival mode, nope, because that's the one that just makes it hell, right? Oh no, I had no intention of putting on pants after taking that shower. I was like, alright, I'm done, I'm not leaving the house anymore, so... I left the house once today for, just go to the store and stuff. Just do it, Twitch might endorse you. What do you mean? Oh no, I think I know what you mean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll get a cat and then see how far I can throw it. I think it's technically against terms of service for me to say shit like that, but you know, there are no wrenches in my chat. Yeah. Exactly what Bobbert said. I love the intro to this, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride.
Fuck, you're right.
Glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. If lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
This part is so fucking good, dude.
We bid farewell to
The music is so amazing.
and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
All right. A new home. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna see if Twitch police come here. Hold up. Remove an article of clothing every time temperature drops. Parenthesis. This is a joke. Please, Twitch cops. Okay, there we go. Let's see. A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. The city must survive. So, fight the cold, stockpile some coal, and start the generator. So this is pretty standard. The game here starts out really easy, I think. And there's gonna be, like, basically a cakewalk, I think, compared to the last autumn. Because holy shit, the last autumn is, it's just hell. Like, 'cause you don't get any, like, upgraded buildings, you just have the tents, and they have base heating level 1, and that is just terrible. Oh, like, I know there might be a meta for, like, how to best do it. I don't mind knowing it, but I also don't really care, honestly. Because, oh, what is this? Because I, wait, how do you, there you go. Because I want to, like, guess just, like, play it. Because if you know the meta of a game like this, and if you just, like, know the solution, you're kind of just, like, following a recipe, and I'm not a big fan of baking. So what happened here? Is this like oh, this is the crane that would bring things in and out of the crater when they were building it, I'm guessing. You can see like machinery here as well. It's kind of cool. No, so I mean I lost. Straight up, like the game has several end screens and I just completely lost. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to get the scenarios, and then I did play the last autumn on my own, doing like the older path, which I kind of think might be easier, the labor path, where you empower the unions and basically create like a syndicalist society that then immediately turns totalist. But yeah, I'm basically like going to maybe retry that at some point in the future. Right now, I kind of like the idea of actually getting to play with more of the, you know, bits and pieces of the game. So, First of all, of course, a gathering post. Let's see. We got steel, wood, and wood. We got coal here. We need coal for the generator, but the generator isn't a massive concern because we do have, like, we have 4 days until the temperature drops. Wood crates, wood crates. So let's do wood first and steel. Doesn't really matter where we put this because we're going to deconstruct it anyways. Yeah, New Trondheim was absolutely fucking lost. I mean, spoilers, at the end, you don't end up living there anyways, so... Though, there is a third DLC, which I wonder what it's going to be. Or, I don't know if it's a third one, but there's going to be another DLC. I don't know what it's going to be, so... Oh shit, we should assign people to work on these, because right now, nobody's doing anything other than building. And only 10 people can build at a time, so let's be optimal here. They are building it, right? Yeah. Because they were assigned before I started assigning them to other stuff. Okay, let's see. Oops. Let's have workers on that. Wait. Okay, we only had 5 workers there. I don't wanna assign engineers on that because I'll end up having to search for them later on. So let's see, what do we have here? Workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem would be to put our children to work. Already! The game is like, hey, you know this thing that's like very immoral and, you know, really bad? How about you do it, dude? That didn't take long. I mean, I'll open the book of laws, but I don't think I'll sign this yet. I like these safe jobs for children, because then you can have them working in the cooking place, or the cookhouse and stuff. Because otherwise they're useless, you know? I'm not gonna sign it yet. We have no need for it. None of the stuff is like... I mean, we could sign emergency shift, but I'm never gonna use it. I'm only gonna use extended shift, because emergency shift just completely fucks your discontent. The point of the colony was to test the generator. Generally, so... Like, the idea was basically to set it up, and then the people of Liverpool would go there whenever it was set up. So you just built it, and you tested it. And then you evacuate back to the, you know, to home. There's no schools where we can raise them as engineers or doctors. No, there aren't. So, the time span of the game is like... I don't know how many months, but usually I think a campaign is like 3 months or something like that. So obviously you wouldn't have time to raise the children in that time. So I like to build medical stuff near the child shelter law. I've never seen that before, actually. That just, I guess, speaks to the way I play this game. Yeah, so I like to build medical stuff close to the generator itself. That way, that is always heated whenever that's on. And then I like to build homes around it. Which we will do. We want to do that before it becomes, or before it turns night. Because... people will start to freeze when they're outside at -20, but they'll be able to live comfortably inside the tents at -20. Because as you can see here, it's actually livable inside a building with just +1 insulation. Ah, the child shelter one is an opposing law to child labor. Yeah, that makes sense, and that I've never seen before. Oh yeah, medic apprentices. Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh, we should do this. But not yet. Yeah, but like like the child shelter one is like, this is the good thing to do. While food additives and soup are both like, this is both the bad thing to do. Like, people are gonna be upset no matter what. Well, actually no. With the sawdust in the food, they aren't upset, they just die. Eventually. Yeah, so food additives, so let's see here again. So you can do soup, which basically, yeah, cook soup instead of full meals to feed more people with the same amount of raw food. Or you can add sawdust to the meals to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. So, they fall ill whenever they eat soup, like whenever they eat sawdust, but they get upset whenever they eat soup. So you basically choose to either increase discontent or to put a strain on your health, healthcare. Yeah, the I watched a YouTuber called Northern Lion play this, and when he saw the law where it's like, you know, soup makes them upset, he was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Soup's delicious. But I'm guessing it's like one potato in like a big ol' pot of water, and that's a soup. Yeah, moonshine is good as well. Man, I keep bumping my pop filter. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Let us see. So, we have 168 coal. Let's have a look at the economy. I basically never open this up, but it is usually, like, it is a really good overview. So, we can see a coal balance here, which is one of the most important things in the game. Coal consumption 0 per day. Of course, we won't know how much we're consuming until we turn it on, which is kind of annoying, but we gain 180 per day. As long as consumption is below 180, we should be good. Which I assume it's going to be. Where are our engineers? They're over here. Pop them all into healthcare, because people are going to get sick, because it is night, and we don't have enough tents. I don't need that many tents, actually. I might actually be good with 2. Wait, no, I'll need 1 more. Because they all house 10, yeah. What the hell are the hunters hunting during an eternal winter? So, apparently there's, like, certain animals that are hardy enough to survive. Like, for example, the reindeer, who are basically accustomed to the winter. And I'm guessing, like, polar bears, maybe? Oh, and worms, probably. I don't know. Something. They hunt the snow. Reindeers are actually incredible when it comes to surviving the winter. Like, they can find food anywhere. Like, they'll dig for it. The generator's off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death in their sleep. Yeah, because it's night, so we probably should turn it on, but it's not going to reach them, is it? How far does it reach? Oh, we won't know until it's actually fully started. Yeah, it only reaches the inner circle, so... These guys are still livable, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, what if they're just, like, hunting the other survivors of the caravan? Is there a cannibalism law? Because I actually haven't... I don't know if there is one. I don't remember. You can use dead people to fertilize your crops in this game. But I haven't seen any cannibalism laws. I thought the hothouse grew mushrooms. But I mean, I guess we'll find out once I build one. Illness and healthcare. Yeah, we've got 1 ill person. So, illness or ill people who show up on the bottom here are in treatment. People at the top are not in treatment. So the combination of the people at the top and the bottom are how many ill you've got. Fridge mold. Dude, I need to check my fridge, because, like, I had a cheese in there that went bad in, like, a week or something like that. There is a cannibalism law unlocked under certain conditions. Hell yeah. Let's see, we do need the workshop. Quite desperately, honestly, because, we need... A, to put our engineers to work, doing actual engineer shit, but we also need the, exploration thing to bring in more people. No food very close to the storm? Okay. That's kind of cool. Like an emergency law or whatever. I love the foghorn whenever the work shit starts. Where the fuck are our engineers? Whenever I try to add them, it should show me, yeah, I've got 10 over there. That's the thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to put the engineers on stuff that's, you know, technically kind of useless. We're gathering over there, we're gathering wood and steel. We do need to start gathering coal because we are running the generator now. Those are not coal, that's coal, and that's 2 piles of coal. We can probably set them up here to gather this stuff. Oh, there's a Christmas event? That's kind of cool. So that happens like whenever it technically is Christmas in the game then. You'll need a shitload of wood for it, okay. Yeah, the hothouses do shut down if it gets cold enough, but you can upgrade their insulation to a point where they can function, obviously not in the big storm. In the big storm, basically everything shuts down. That's cool. Oh. Sarah, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. Okay, so she wants us to basically research so we can create a scout team. So let's do the beacon. We don't need the steam hubs or anything yet, because we haven't started building out, like, satellite cities or whatever. I'm basically building this with the assumption that we're going to be running the generator at least steam level 2 at all times. So that we'll be covering this, I think. Steam level 2, yeah. Steam level 2 only covers this, I think. It doesn't cover this part. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food, of course, we need to keep people from starving to death, so we need to set up the hunters, and we need to set up the cookhouse. The cookhouse needs to be within a reasonable distance of the generators so that it actually functions, but it doesn't actually have to be within the inner circles, I find, because, or I don't necessarily put it in the inner circles because, you don't need to be making food at all times, and people can go hungry for quite a while. It does make them upset, though. So I'm gonna build it on this circle here, which is where I usually put it. I've been playing a little bit of endless mode as well, which is kind of fun. Though it doesn't have quite the charm of the campaign or the scenarios, because they give you like a guided story that just keeps getting worse and worse. And I prefer that to just being able to endlessly build your perfect city, I guess. You can grow food in the hothouse. So you can have, like, you can have, like, mushrooms or, like, you know, whatever, moss, stuff that they grow. It's somewhere in the research. I don't know if we can see it yet. Yeah, I think we actually can. There we go, hothouse. It's like a farming, like a hydroponics farm, kind of. The problem is that it only functions on, it only functions in certain, like, heating conditions. And, I'm gonna turn this off for now. And, whenever, like, it gets really cold, it just shuts down. Yeah, this mode seems like a given, but I don't know, it felt like, it feels kind of like, I don't know. If there's no goal or, like, no, like, end goal where you're going to beat the game, it kind of feels like at one point you're just gonna get to a point where you can't survive. And, I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of games, honestly, I don't know. I like when the game is like, okay, now everything's going to shit, now we're going to test how well you're going, like, you know, how well you're prepared and stuff. And after that, we're going to clobber you over the head with every bad decision you made. Because at the end you get like a montage that sort of shows you a lot of the decisions you made and like how many people died and whatnot. When I did the last autumn, 103 workers died. And 3 engineers. Yeah, I get that. Just not my kind of, like my cup of tea, I guess. So what are they doing during free time? They have nothing to do, really. I do like in Endless how you can collect these, like little pieces of lore. Like, you have 15 collectibles, I think, you can find out in the Wasteland. And they give you a little bit of fiction about the world, which is kind of cool. So Hunter's Huts we can put really, really far away from the action, because they actually don't stay inside the Hunter's Hut for very long. They just send them out. So I can put it there, because it won't block the coal facility. What is that? Is that wood drilling? I don't know. Looks like oil. I'm gonna build 2 of these, because we will need a bunch of them. Let's set up the balloon. And that can also be really far away, because... okay, it needs to be not hugging the wall there. Oh yeah, it's red. So the balloon can also be far away, because otherwise, like obviously the people you're sending out aren't actually staying inside the building. So I want to put it as far away as possible, and I think over here is safe. Problem is, we might not be able to build a street down here. No, maybe I'll just build it over here, I guess. Yeah, no building outside the crater. The crater provides shelter, and everything here is like wind swept and like wind blasted and stuff. It's horrible. You can sort of see like how the snow drifts here into the crater because of the wind. People are starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna start making food again before the workday ends. Or again, I say. I'm gonna start making food. Gathering post resources depleted. It sure as hell isn't that one, so it's, which one is it? This one. Disassemble that. And let's make a new one. So what do we need? We need... I mean, we need to get this coal out of the way. And this one is only gathering coal, so I mean, we can probably put it over here to gather the wood and the steel. That way these guys don't have to be in the cold. Gathering post has some insulation, which is good. Make this line up. There we go. People from our convoy. The basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind with build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. We'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Yeah, I've already got that going, so that's good. Yeah, I used a lot of the large resource depot in my endless mode, where I was doing coal mining from the walls, or these things. And because these have, I think, infinite coal. And then if you have the large depot, you can just like stockpile a fuck ton of coal, so you'll never run out basically whenever the storm hits. Now, since there's a cooldown on doing laws, I think we should be signing some. Just so we get some of the ones we might need out of the way. Yeah, this doesn't actually... So any law that gives you an immediate bonus, you might want to hold off on. And any law that gives you an immediate malus, you might want to sign early on, I think. So, like, I could sign Emergency Shift, and then... Actually, I will. Yeah, I'll sign Emergency Shift, and then that opens Extended Shift up. I won't use it, but it's going to increase the discontent we've got. Yeah, I think the reason you want to do... Isn't the reason you do Coal Thumpers to be able to mine within, like, a closer proximity to the generator, or what? Beacon built. We're no longer lost and blind, so we can now go up, up, and away. Now, the reason for the beacon is so that the people who go out and scout will actually be able to find the settlement again. Because once you're out there, everything basically looks the same. We are playing the standard A New Home scenario, the main story. And the reason for that is that I want to unlock the other scenarios because I lost my saves a long time ago, so I don't have those. So we need to send people to the Lost Expedition first, because that will give us a influx of workers. And of course we've got to save them so they don't die. Seems like this was the default orientation. I guess I'll keep it on that. Do we have people working? And yeah, we do. Do we have 5 spare workers? Yes, we do. We'll send them out. Yeah. What's up? Ready to search? Yes, we needed a win. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. Yeah, we should be researching as well, so the engineers aren't wasting their time. I'm going to research, I think... We don't need the steam hub yet. When is it going to get cold? It's going to get cold real quick, but... we don't have steam level 2, so that's actually kind of bad for the people living around there. Yeah, this is the base game scenario. Hunter's gear, I'm just thinking about the poor people living in the tents who are gonna be absolutely fucked by the double drop in temperature. So where's our wood coming from? It's gonna come from here now. We have plenty of food coming in, I think. Let's look at the economy. So we're making, let's see, food processing. We're making 15 a day, and we're consuming, how much food are we consuming a day? 75 a day. Okay, actually, we're not making plenty of food every day. We need to up that a little bit. Not that people need to eat all the time or every day. We can, we can keep going without eating at all times. So long as they're not starving, they should be good. I don't know if starving gives you, or being hungry gives you a malus to your, like, risk at getting ill. Yeah, it raises discontent, that is true. Though we have plenty of, plenty to go on. So this is a problem. In fact, I think this is a problem that calls for heaters, because we need the cookhouse in order to actually feed these people. These people are at risk of getting ill. We have to survive like this for 2 days. Honestly, I might actually build tents in the center and demolish these and then move them out again later on. Just because it'll reduce the illness chance. How many can we fit? We can fit 2 in here and then a bunch around here. I don't know if we can fit all our people, especially not when we're getting more people coming over here, so... we can send them or bring them. We'll bring them because we're... You know, we're not that far away from everything here, so we can, you know, spare the extra detour. I'm gonna do this. I don't want to get, like, a, you know, healthcare spiral or whatever, where everything just sort of swells out of control. Now, we could do soup if we're struggling for food. We aren't quite yet, so I'll hold off on that. Resource shortage. We already have... Oh, yeah, we can do extended shift. I'm not going to do that yet, I don't think so. We don't need to eat? Well, we don't need to eat all the time. You only need to eat enough to survive. So these people, they can go hungry for a while. It's not a good long-term strategy, but whenever you're kind of like in a shit spot like we are, it sometimes pays to feed your people less, I guess. It's really grim, but... Man, this game is grim. What does food additives do? I always go soup. Food additives has a risk of making your people ill. So that's basically the sole reason I never do it. Because anything that has a risk of making people ill, on top of all the other shit, it just isn't worth it for me. Yeah, I've heard that as well, Bobbert, but I'm not sure if it actually pays off, because I did some testing with that on Endless mode, and it seemed like every time you want to, like, select a new unexplored region or whatever, the time difference is sort of like, I don't know, it seems like it isn't worth it, but I might be wrong. Let's see. It seems like the difference you would have saved is just then immediately added at the end. But I don't know. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. Yeah, so now we need more homes. So we're gonna have to make these anyways. Search for others, yeah, so we should send these guys out. I guess we'll have to search for the sturdy shelter, because that's a quest objective. We need another... So we need to research for the extra expedition, right? Yeah. We just need wood for that, but wood is in short supply right now. So the engineers work as doctors, and in A New Autumn you can actually have workers work as doctors as well. I don't know if that's possible here. You can have children work with them as well. So that is like one scarcity that is created, because engineers are in shorter supplies than workers, but you also need medical posts that take up as much space as a home, and can only fit 5 engineers, and I believe have 5 patients, unless you do overcrowding. Medicine is just infinite, though. But basically, as you can see, I have 10 sick and 5 in treatment. 5 are in there being treated, and 10 are just waiting to go in when the other guys get out. So let's see how many engineers we have. We have enough to build another one. Yeah, I have no clue where Tesla City is, but I'm guessing Tesla City is going to give you the automatons, maybe. We need wood. Why are we not getting wood? Are none of these gathering posts? No, they are in range of wood. We just have to wait until the workday starts. Yeah, the speed upgrade is insane. All right, let's see. I'm gonna want to build another medical post because... Actually, we might be fine. since it's not too long until the temperature goes up 1 level, is it? Yeah, so we're gonna go up to minus 30 Celsius. The food is an issue, though. So I will research the heaters, even though I think it won't be done before the temperature increases anyways. Engineers don't do everything. Well, they can do a lot of things, but there are some jobs I think engineers can't do, or that might only be in the last autumn. Yeah, engineers can't be hunters, for example. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1,934 miles. Home, 27 miles. So this is the thing that people use to sort of estimate where, where the game could be set. And it basically places it either in, I mean, it could be in Siberia, for example, but there are other things that hint that it wouldn't be. Or in, like, northwestern Russia, or, like, northern Russia. Or in northern Norway, or in Greenland. I don't think Iceland or Svalbard are possible. And, theoretically, I think somewhere maybe in Canada, but we saw stuff in the last autumn that might hint that that might not be the case. So that's why, like, Greenland is basically, like, the most likely setting, I think. So we got a lot of supplies there. We got 222 wood. I think I'm actually going to go back with that immediately, because we need that to do a lot of things.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Let's build another one with these, because we're going to need one eventually anyways. Hello, Mohammed. How are you feeling? Yeah, the engineers do, like, you know, the jobs for the educated, basically. The jobs that would require, I guess, like, you know, a position of privilege and money for you to basically get into the education to have that job in this time period. Like in the 19th century, or the... Sorry, not the 19th century, the 20th century. Because I think this is in the 20th century, because it's, like, a bit after the first, what's it called? The first, Boer War. And I think the second one might not have happened. Is it late 19th century? Do we know the exact year? Because I thought it was, like, 19th century and then, like, fast forward until whenever it's set.
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
Because I thought it was, like, maybe, like, 1900 something, like, early on. Could be in the 1890s. Because there's a person who said they fought in the Boer War, but there were 2 Boer Wars. One is in the... Actually, I forget the exact year, but I think one was in the 1880s and one was in the 1890s. Or one was in the 1860s, maybe. So that basically places the setting either, I think, in the early 1900s or the... somewhere like 1870 to 1890, I guess, if the early 1900s are 100% ruled out. 1886 is the year stated on Wikipedia page. Okay. Wonder where we get that information. Yeah, it's set in the Victorian age, but, like, this is alternate history, right? Like, the stuff that happened here didn't happen, so, like, Victoria could be, you know, could be alive longer than she did, or she was in real life. You know, some fucking Queen Liz shit. Let's see, research. We don't need Steam hubs yet, because the next time the temperature is going to drop is in many days. It's in 4 days, so we should be good. I think we should start stockpiling stuff. We're going to want the resource depot upgrades. We're going to want the... we're going to need the stuff that comes from here anyways. Faster gathering should probably really have been a priority earlier on. Wikipedia also says it's a volcanic winter. Oh. Yeah, I've seen some of the artifacts. I've seen like 5 of them, I think. In endless mode.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Okay, we have a lot of wood now. Krakatoa or Mount Tambora, as well as a few other things. So just like a bunch of volcanoes go off. Cold homes, let's heat some homes. Nah, I don't think... I hate this. Because the heat some the heat some homes thing is so fucking finicky. Because if the temperature drops in the period that they want the homes to be heated, it's within 2 days, and then keep them heated for 2 days. Have a good rest, Mohammed. I won't address this now. I'll take the discontent. That's fine. Dude, it would be fucking sick if they made a DLC that takes place after the winter is over. Like when the snow melts and stuff. Wait, has it started? I'm just on a black screen, but I just got back. What do you mean, Rinse? Stream? The stream has been going for quite a while. Yeah, you should try to refresh. I'll type it in chat as well. The wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. Don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Let's see, do we have anything else that is gatherable? We've got a lot of coal, I guess. Let's set that up. So it didn't seem like we actually needed the generator for the minus 40 degrees. So I think I'm going to start expanding homes on the outside here. Let's actually get rid of these roads and replan them. Oh shit, no, I'm doing it wrong. My bad. Let's get rid of it even more. Oh my god, the scouts are probably dying right now. Hold up, pause. Wonder what happens now that I've I did it again. I wonder what happens now that I've taken down the balloon. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. And then we'll send this around like this. And then like this. Children growing up or being born. Yeah, like having... Like, if you create a DLC that's set during the end of the storm and stuff, which I think they kind of should, because, like, that's the only story they haven't told yet. Having, you know, the children that you have in your colony actually growing up during like, your scenario would be kind of cool. Oh, you can't communicate with them, but they're still following the last order. That's good. My stream froze, or did you just mute your mic? I did not. If, yeah, we need more of this stuff. If anyone could tell Garrett that the stream is not frozen, if you can't hear me, Garrett, or the stream is not frozen for me, at least. Just refresh. If anything, like, if you have any issues with, the stream, it's usually on Twitch's end, I think, or yours. Again, I feel like a douche every time I say that. Because... at the moment, everything is fine on my end, and, you know, for as long as I can read chat, like, if you say something is wrong, or, yes, if you say something is wrong and I can still read your message where you say that, that usually indicates a problem is on some other end, because if my internet goes tits up, it's just gonna drop completely. So we need to treat the gravely ill, we need a care house, or we need radical treatment. So we can either cut off all their shit, like their arms and stuff, or we can do sustain life. I like sustain life, because we can do care house. Or can you do that even if you do... yeah, it does take up medical beds. But if we just set up a couple of care houses in the center, then that should be good, I think. Because the care houses don't... otherwise, they're gonna, you know, die. Yeah, they're going to die, though, if we do the other one. So now we need to do care houses really quick. Like, in 18 hours, we need to do care house. Or 17. Just so they don't take up the medical beds. Because they're going to keep taking up the medical beds right now. Faster research, or sorry, faster gathering is done. So how are we doing for food? We're doing quite well for food, so we're not going to do hunter's gear, we're just going to do straight to, let's see, when does the temperature drop? We have time, I'm going to do drawing boards. Okay, yeah, it's amputees. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want people becoming amputees from the medical houses. Because we're not at the point where we can create the stuff to, like, deal with the amputees yet. We're gonna get amputees eventually when the storms hit and stuff. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's see. We've got coal and steel we can gather over here. We don't have any wood gatherable, so we are going to research the sawmill next, I think. And we'll exhaust the trees that are here, so we can build in those regions if we need to. Scouts have reached the bridge to Winterhome. Oh! That's a place we know of. Oh my god! Yo! A functional automaton. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. So we get 85 steel and 2 steam cores. I'm not going to disassemble it. I'm going to send it back to the city. Because this is an early automaton, and that's going to give us a 24-hour worker, basically. It's going to be inefficient, but we can have him working jobs that other people can't. And, more importantly, we get to name him. Let's go weather station. That might have us send people back, which is kind of problematic, I guess. Deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proved that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. So, by the way, I completely forgot. We should name some of these people, just so we have, like, names for people. Oh my god. I just took a fucking screenshot in Steam. You probably heard that. Let's name this engineer. That's Bobbert Canuck. Let's name this person. It's also an engineer. Rains. There we go. I like to see, like, have names that I recognize. Whenever these people die. Yeah, you can rename the automatons, which is kind of cool. They have really cool names to begin with, like the Great Canadian was one I had. Actually, he is a mod. He shouldn't be a worker. I'm gonna call him John Coldman. Let's see, where's an engineer? More sickbeds needed. Ah, shit. That's so, like, short-sighted, because we need a care house. We don't need more medical posts at the moment. See if we can't find another engineer. There we go. Can you name someone Robert Frost? Yes, you can. There we go, Robert Frost. I can't click these guys, I guess, because they're hunters, so they don't count, like, as people. Any people we should name these guys after? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's call this guy Zane after one of my friends, and Gary Coldman. I didn't think of that. I'm just gonna name people after people in Discord and people in chat, so that we can like have names to these that we recognize these people whenever they die. So, you know, you guys can get that much more upset at me whenever I mess up. Let's see. Give me some names from Discord if you can. Yeah. Humanizing them, like... I was about to say anthropomorphizing them, but they are people still. Healthcare is fulfilled, so now let's do... So we can do more scouts, or we can do sawmill. I'm gonna do sawmill just because it's cheap for wood, and we need the wood. We don't have any other sources of wood at the moment. I can't give them all, like, snow pun names. Like Jack Glacier and shit. Is that Hirohito, but, you know, because he's got many chins? Yeah, they are people, but only when they come off work, I think. Oh, he's a Discord user. David Plow. David Plow, that's actually really good. I have to do that, I'm sorry. Let's see. Nobody's died yet, so let's do the care house as we said we would. For once in my life, I will keep a promise. Let's see, tents. I'm gonna build them on the outside because I'm gonna build the care house on the inside, so I'm gonna have to demolish some shit. Let's connect this road so we can demolish this road without making the workplaces out there upset. And let's see if we can't squeeze the care house in there. We actually can. It just fits. It just works. Let's stop this then. I'll keep building the one. We're going to need the tent anyways. Whenever... Oh shit, what happened here? That's annoying. Oh no, it's getting built. We're going to need the care house whenever the... whenever like the people reach Winterhome. I mean, if there's any people there. And we're gonna need food, I just realized. We don't have a lot of raw food. What is our colony name? Yeah, New London. The last one was New Liverpool, the one we called New Trondheim. Grim forecast. We found scientists' notes. They predict that the Great Cold is going to get much worse. What's more troubling is that the observations ended abruptly months ago. There's also not a can of Spam, not even a crumb of bread left in the pantry. It's obvious they've moved out for good. You can see the city of Winterhome from the roof of the weather station. Yeah, let's go to Winterhome. Let's get that done. Man, this automaton is taking forever to get back home. Wonder what his name is. Abandoned station. The recent report of the weather station has got people talking. They're frightened that such an important facility was apparently abandoned. Some are starting to wonder whether the evacuation from London was a good idea. A few are lamenting openly. I knew we shouldn't have come. At least London had real houses, not tents and wooden shacks. I mean... you want to call them real houses. New York. They built that underneath New York. Oh, sorry, on top of it.
Work time. Get back to work.
Yeah, I want to do the other scenarios at some point. That's why I'm doing this. Like, once we reach day 20, I think we unlock Winterhome, is it? So we get to see what happened to the people we were about to meet. I mean, potentially, if they're still there. Who knows? Let's see. Resource Depot or... I was thinking Resource Depot for the coal, but I'm going to save that. I'm not going to build Resource Depots for the coal. I'm going to wait until I get the better depots. There's no more gathering posts for us to build. There's nothing else for us to build, really. We just need to research. Okay, let's see. Love the, like, windswept trees and stuff. It's actually... Oh my god, we can build it... Wait. We can build it really far in without actually destroying resources. That's kind of interesting. That's good, though. Anywhere else we can build? We can build... there. And that should be optimal for now.
Work day ends. It's time off.
Let's see. Sorry, I was checking my phone. Freezing homes. Captain, people are gathered to protest against the cold in their homes. They are angry that despite the health risks posed by the cold, you seem to be neglecting their problem. Again, I don't like this one. I actually fucking hate this one. Because that one is gonna make the temperature drop, and I won't be able to address it in any way, shape, or form in time, and they're just gonna get upset. So I will just say, you know, you're fucked, basically. They run on Steam, and they recharge at Steam hubs, I think. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure how the, you know, thermodynamics of it work out. I'm gonna build bunkhouses, though, because that gives some hotter homes, so less ill people. No, what I mean by, like, I don't understand the thermodynamics of it, like, they aren't actually, they're not filled up with coal, as far as I'm aware. They just, like, sit on the steam hubs, which you build later on. And just get power from that somehow. And also, like, you know, machines that work independently of programming and of vendors and people and stuff, that's kind of weird in the setting. So, like, there's some stuff that probably doesn't make much sense, but it's cool. Why don't they upgrade their homes? Yeah, do it yourselves. Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. Yeah, I'm gonna build bunkhouses for them, so they don't all fucking die and shit. So what is happening with the food situation? Why are we running out of raw food? Or maybe not, rather not running out, we're just not getting a lot of it. So how does raw food translate into meals? Is it 1 to 1? Oh, 4 foods to 2, so 2 to 1. Or actually, no, it's, sorry, reversed. 1 to 2. So each 1 raw food is 2. Oh, there he is, boys. So now we have an automaton. Let's pause the game. Is that him? Wait, what's this? Okay, using automatons, that's just advice. I know how that works. Don't worry. So we can actually set the automaton to run the sawmill right now, because we don't have people there at the moment. We don't have enough people at all, so that's actually really good that we've got the automaton. Now, how does he get down? Good question. Where even is he? Also, how is he going to recharge if we don't have a steam hub? That thing's bloody massive. Yeah, but where is he? Okay, Hoodie can replace an entire team of workers. What did you call that thing? An automaton? Are automatons dangerous? Nah. Hell, the Rainbow Six. Yeah, it's so cool. I love it. Aesthetic is amazing. And like the music and stuff as well. I just recently learned that the guy who made the music for this actually worked on the music for Blood and Wine for the Witcher 3 DLC. Like, he was one of the 2 composers, I think, on that. So he composed like half the soundtrack. Let's see, we got the care house, we don't need prosthetics, we don't need soup, we've got... I mean, all this is good, we don't need any of this yet. Nobody's died yet, thank God. Oh, it recharges at the generator. Oh, there it is. Dude, it's so fucking creepy, dude. Oh my god, I just realized they must have made like a unique animation for each building that it can work at. It's called the King's Faroese. What do we name it? Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you. With all the work we have to do, it's so hard for families to properly care for an invalid. Please, place like this make life a little bit easier for us all." Hell yeah, I'm glad I could help. Yeah, the music in both is amazing. I can't, you know, pronounce his name because it's Polish, but I think it's Piotr, Musial or something like that. Musial, maybe. I know the Piotr one, part of it, at least. My neighbor, at one point was Polish and was called Piotr. Automaton, Mac automatons, at face. There's a, like, pretty much everywhere now, they're naming everything something something Mac something face. Like, I'm pretty sure the Orkney library in like Scotland or whatever, or in Orkney, they have like a car that drives out books, and it's called something like Mac Bookface or some shit. I'm guessing the soup here is also really bad. Like, it's soup as in just like water, but you know, it tastes something. It tastes like something. What do we need? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm getting awfully distracted. We need bunkhouses. That's what we need. Perfect timing. And we need it quick because the temperature is gonna fall.
Put down your tools.
We have more coal than we need. These guys aren't working on the coal at least, so we might want to get that research for the big old warehouse. Or just the resource depot upgrade. We don't actually have any resource depots. Do we? No, we don't. Because this is a resource... Like, what is this? There's one over here somewhere. There it is. Stockpile, yeah, it doesn't count for that, I don't think. Yeah, I remember that, Rents. That was funny. So some people are homeless now, it says, but that's just because we're upgrading their homes. So they're not really livable. Okay, so we now have reached winter home, and since it doesn't say survivors here, it seems like it didn't go so well. We climbed up to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed, and the generator has exploded. There it is, boys. Yeah, you can, Rains. You can actually put sawdust and everything, if you want. The fall of Winterhome. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The city chronicle describes a shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy. Fights for dwindling resources and the eventual starvation. Last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There's no hope. Holy shit, so if you do follow Winterhome, you get to do cannibalism. I know what we're doing next. We are alone. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There was supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators, but we're alone. Well, I mean, they did lose the war, so I don't know if it worked. Or rather, like, I think they probably did that after the war as well, because of hyperinflation and how, like, the economy just went to shit. Oh god, Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead? How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Oh god! We have to do this already. Well, you know, this sounds like a good time for me to say, be right back, because I need a bio break, and while I go AFK, I think, if you feel very passionate and strongly about any of these, please give me your pitch in chat, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello. Oh shit, there's a straw poll. Hail the play or praise the player. Hail to the chief. Vote now. Okay, so let's see. We'll have faith and praise Freda. Amen. Or vote is perfectly balanced as all things should be. God, don't remind me of Thanos again. Is purple dangle is etched into my mind. The inner creases of my mind. Alright, let's see. I'm no longer AFK, so let's swap to the right scene. And open the straw poll so I can see. I will not vote. I will show results. Oh god. I'm gonna need a tiebreaker. The whole point of leaving the decision to you is so that I don't have to make the decision, so... Faith is good at raising hope, and order is good at crushing discontent. Gotcha. Isn't there a order one where you can keep hope at max by just killing people? Or is that only no shit, no, that might only be the labor path in or the syndicalist path in the last autumn. People have like it's motivation there, yeah, because people are maximally motivated because you're executing enemies of the state. If it works in Iowa, it'll work here. Holy shit, dude. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh the straw poll. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do a coin flip. I hate that. I just absolutely hate that. Oh, I'm gonna mute the mic while I open this can. Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten the good ending, because I'm always like... I just see the thing that is at the end of the tech tree, and it's like burning or some shit, and just looks way too appealing to click on. It's like terror or like, you know, fascism or whatever. I'm just like, hell yeah, dude. Just follow my heart. Dude, don't do that to me. Both of these are absolutely terrible. Let's see. One last check. Yeah, 2-2 votes. 50-50. 50-50 split. Yeah, we don't have to go all the way down to the really bad stuff. It is all about survival, you're not wrong. I've done the, Brains, don't quote that, please. Do not clip that, at least. I haven't done the Faith one all the way down, I don't think, to the, you know, Faith Vigilant or whatever it's called, like, where you've got your fucking, like, warrior monks going around. So I've done the Faith one the least. I haven't done that one too much. I've done Order mostly because that's the one I finished my first playthrough on. So I can do Faith if you guys want. Kill God, become new God. Dude, I've always wanted to kill God. You don't need to be a dystopian, it is a choice, and they make it very clear that it turns into a hellhole, that it is your fault. Yes. But Bobbert, I don't think you understand. It's funny. So I have to click it. Eat God, become God. Okay, yeah. Tiebreaker, it goes to Faith. In which case, we will do Faith. The Rainbow Six was the tiebreaker. So let's do Faith and Spiritual Strength, aka Purpose. I think that's what it's called. New set of laws will become available. Faith. Okay, hold up. I'm just gonna change the title of the stream. What's that? You know, the fucking... the emoji that everyone puts on Tinder with the deer eyes? Deer eyes emoji. Or not Tinder, whatever. No, that's a deer emoji. Fucking hell. The one where she's like... or the emoji is... trying to look cute. Cute face emoji. What am I doing with my life? Pleading face emoji. Oh, I hate that. Let's see. Streamer is very authoritarian. And then put that face. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it actually works. You can put emojis on your stream title. That's sick. Okay, let's see. So we can now build the House of Prayer, which is actually a sick building. It's super good. But, I mean, you have an order version of that, which is basically just like the fascist church, which is, I think, is watchtowers or something.
Listen, everyone. New
Yeah, that's the one, Garant.
line.
That's the exact one, yeah. Okay. Storage near capacity, that's good, I think. God, I miss praying together, yeah. And you will be praying together soon. Let's, yeet some of these tents now, because we don't need them. Actually, let's eat some of the ones around the edge, I think. You're not authoritarian, you're just democratically challenged. I like that. That's Farron's under planner, and that's Thomas Dawn, you will be the Rainbow Six. What do we got here? The unconvinced want to leave. Calm down, we're not going to die. Oh shit. It's the Londoners. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared that they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They've come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us. Nonsense. What are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? I was about to say when we want to starve. I was like, what? Why? Shouts one of them. If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. Calm the fuck down, dude. You're not gonna die. The Londoners, yeah, so we now have to convince these people not to leave in 15 days. They'll try to bring other people with them, and that is real bad. So, let's build a couple of churches to try to prevent that. Let's actually have a look at the radius of the church. So the radius of the church is actually... The optimal thing is to build it around the third layer. So I will do that. Let's have a look at the guiding lines here. Might want to build one over here. Here, I think, is probably the best. Like so. Yeah, it did say it was 1,934 miles away. And y'all don't have any cars. How the fuck are you gonna go back to London? Send an outpost team here to build an outpost. Oh. Well, how do we send an outpost team? I'll send these guys to the freshwater springs. The coal mine, to me, seems like it's going to give us coal, and I don't need that. Oh yeah, now that we are a Christian stream, we can't have strict Frostpunk. You're actually absolutely correct. Remove that title. Yeet it. You build an outpost depot, which can only have 2 of. Gotcha. Let's see. Londoners, don't let the Londoners disrupt the city. Yup. We have very, very, very low hope. Please build the church. My hope is very low. What are you doing? Oh, he's probably building. No way, he's going back to the sawmill. I should actually build a depot next to these, like, far-off workplaces, so that... Or not a depot, a steam, what are they called? Steam vent? Whenever I get that. Because the automaton would be able to work more efficiently, because it won't have to, like, move all the way back to the generator and stuff. They don't have the resources for the dreadnought. Yeah, let's build it out of 22 wood. In fact, let's build our ship out of coal. Let's see how that goes. Our steam ship out of coal. Don't think you can switch outposts, so save one outpost depot for a very specific location. Thank you for the tip. Predator will be our pharaoh, the incarnation of God. The face, oh my god, the faith. The face when I hit faith and chat turns into a cult as well. People join the Londoners. Sir, the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. That's bad. Do we need to eat? No. Not today.
Bundle up. It's getting colder.
Yeah, that's why I'm building the bunkhouses, which I forgot that I was still doing. Let's build them on the outside, because the tents will still keep them warm on the inside.
Work time. Get back to work.
Anything that isn't working that should be working? Nope. And like literally every person is at work as well. Okay, we've got survivors. So I'm gonna take them back, because then we can send these scouts over to explore these things. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichens cling to the bare rock at their edges, and it looks like a good place for hideout. Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of the city. Asked what kept them from starving, they look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. Sure. So, I think these people might be cannibals. You know, for some reason, I get the feeling. Okay, let's see. We aren't researching, which we should be at all times. I think the hothouse would be a good idea, but let's see, when does... Okay, we're not going to deal with temperature in the near future, so Steam Hub can wait. More scouts would actually be amazing, so I'm going to do that, and then hothouse after. Is human flesh addictive? How would I know?
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
If I knew the answer to that question, I would probably get in trouble. The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started to visit the House of Prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. I do like how the symbol is like cross-esque, but it isn't a cross. Like this, the symbol here. I just really, really, really love the art design of this this game. So let's do a short sermon to raise hope. And do we need to build another one? Yeah, we do need to build another church. Do we prioritize bunkhouses or do we do the church? I think we do bunkhouses because these people are gonna get sick. But only his feet are left. Why stop now? Oh god. Yeah, you can get like, I think it's not norovirus, but there is a, it might be a retrovirus. There's a specific type of virus you can get from eating human flesh. Or that might only be brains, I don't know. It's one of them. Don't ask me how I know. Mad human disease, yeah. But humans make good fertilizer. Funny you should say that. Because that is a moral, you know, that is a quandary we need to deal with at some point. I think we should sign some laws, because we haven't signed some laws in a long while. Oh yeah, 9 hours. Prosthetics would be really good just to have. Even though we can't build them until factory. Like, if we don't have any law... Actually, no, fuck. Fighting arena, of course. Because we need to reduce discontent to keep the Londoners from yeeting off into Frostland. Do we have the scouts? No, we do not. The Londoners gain more followers. Why, though? It's, I'm guessing, the hope. It's a problem. Imagine eating a human stomach and getting 2 dinners for the price of 1. You didn't have to say that. That was not a message you had to send. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking second breakfast. Let's see, we can sign a law now. Let's look at purpose, though. We can do shrines, which give increased productivity. Oh no, we're gonna do evening prayers because it raises hope and a small chance of convincing a Londoner to stay. That is big.
New law. A new law has
Where my church at? Where my God at? Where my Jesus at? So we need to spend 20 food rations, which is a thing we don't have a lot of. Please. Start making, please start making food. Oh fuck. Good thing I have the heater. If we begin purging people, I know who should go first. Problem is, you can't search for citizens here, so I don't know how. I don't know how we can find the E1KK to yeet them on the execution platform. So, in the Order one, you get an execution platform as, like, your moral event horizon or whatever. Like, when you start executing people or whatever, that's, like, that's when you've crossed the line. What's the thing on faith? Because I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna want... actually, we could do Hunter's Gear, because we don't have the steel to do Hothouse anyways. And I've come to the shocking realization that we have no steel piles left, right? And that's a bit of a bummer. So we'll need to get the iron ore deposit. And for that, we will need to research the steelworks, which is only 10 wood, so not a big problem, but do we need steel to make it? Because that would be ironic. No, we don't. Good. You can start getting into things like public flogging. Oh, the execution platform is a result of the final reform. Okay, so wait, the execution platform is on both? I believe it's you starting the Inquisition, so I'm guessing you're executing people for different reasons then. I really like the execution platform on the Syndicalist or the Totalist or like the Revolutionary Path in the last autumn, where you basically end up you're basically like sat there scared to death that you're going to end up without engineers because you start executing enemies of the state, and I think engineers are kind of like weighted to be chosen as enemies a little bit higher. That being said, most of the people I executed were workers. Like, there are specific events that kill engineers and stuff. Then again, you also get the ability to make workers work in engineer jobs, so... It's really good, it's just super difficult. I actually don't know how much it costs, because I got it for free. You know, streamer privilege and all that bullshit. But... So I couldn't tell you, like, if the value proposition is worth it, but I found the last autumn has some of the more interesting events of the, like, events and dynamic mechanics of the game. I think we're gonna need another one of these. We will upgrade it at some point to the airship one. I'm gonna build it there, even though there's like an open space. What's the one thing that they add to the endless mode? Is it the building the generator one? Because I kind of want to do that one on endless mode because it seems super difficult and it seems like something that would be fun to do. Like pick a cool map and then try to build the generator. You build a generator before the normal endless mode starts. Yeah, I tried to do that and I died within 5 days. Everyone got really, really upset with me, and I didn't build the building where you can just like say no. You can't be upset with me. If you're upset with me, I will kill you. I didn't build that building in time. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I almost panicked. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't build the second church. We're good. Don't ever put me in, like, a position where I have to be in charge of people's lives. Or, like, in charge of keeping people alive. Fuck, I don't have the steel. 4 steel. That's not enough. are we gonna go about this? And first of all, we don't need these guys, so... Well, actually, no, fuck, we do, because, No, we don't. Yeah, we have enough, enough shit. Let's go this way. I like how they gave you it for free considering you're a small streamer. Yeah, they didn't give it to me because of Twitch, they gave it to me because of YouTube. So since, like, you don't actually have to be super huge to get free games, basically. It's kind of weird. Because I think they allocate a number of codes to like give out or whatever in their budget whenever they're selling a game, and I think a lot of people, like big streamers and big YouTubers, reject the code, so they don't want it, and then they get sent to someone else instead. So, they sent it to me, I guess, in the hopes that I would make a YouTube video on it. Enemy of the people here in the chat? Oh, shit. Or here, chat. Like, I use a service called Keymailer and a service called Terminals by Evolve or some shit like that. And, you basically... so on those services, whenever you stream or play the game, it automatically pops up in your coverage stream, so people can see, like, how many people watched your stuff, how many hours did they watch it, and stuff like that. And I think just from the stream, where I stream to, like... You know, I don't stream to a lot of people, but the people who watched it collectively watched me play the game for, like, 20 hours. And I think if one person gets the game for free, and then you have 20 hours of watch time, in a single stream or something like that, or it was more than that, actually, because it was a 6.5-hour stream. It was actually way more than 20 hours, but, like, when you get to that point, the analytics, I think, shake out to the point where the value proposition is actually worth it to give someone a code. Because the idea is that these people are watching this person play this for so long, if they're having fun, odds are they're going to buy the game. And even if there aren't that many of them, as long as that number is more than 1, you've made a profit. Or sorry, more than 2, I guess. So it is kind of interesting how that all works out. Hell yeah, dude. Let's stop heating this up, even though... Yeah, because then we save all this coal. Why is the research taking so fucking long? Do we have any spare engineers? We don't. Because I would like to build another workshop, I think, to get that research done. Went to the canyon map and my generator only supported 2 steam hubs. What? Let's pull this guy off. We don't need him working on this because we have plenty of wood. Where could we send him instead of that? We could send him to the gathering post, but that's only coal and we don't need that. Guess we'll build the steelworks and send him over there or something. We have enough food right now, so I'm gonna stop working in the cookhouse. Yeah, it does show you what buildings have their heaters on. I'm pretty sure I turned only 1 on, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, I remember in the last autumn, whenever the game was like, well, if you want, you can, you know, do this thing, but your generator will be worse. Or you can take a debuff to, or you can take, like, a loss in productivity. And I always took the loss in productivity. I did finish it on time, before we all died. Oh, the American camp. That's cool. But yeah, my generator was like, it was perfect, but it didn't have any of the optional upgrades. Can you put any of the optional upgrades on in the endless mode? Because that would be kind of cool. Yeah, 20% surface area and 1 temperature less. Would have been handy to build a few generators right next to each other. I don't think the I don't think that's actually worth it because of the amount of coal it consumes. I think you would rather use what they call, like, steam steam-a-jiggies vents. Now this guy is just like hanging around. Also, we need a name for this guy, like a serious one. I'm gonna call him like fucking you know, robot face. We needed a better name. Better name for the automaton. Also, I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's like a high-pitched beep every now and then. And I haven't heard it in a day, but it just happened. And it's one of my fire, or my smoke alarms. Or smoke detectors or whatever. And, oh my god, that's a lot of hunters. And, I have 3 of them in my apartment. They're all within earshot of me. And whenever it beeps, I have no fucking clue which one it is. And, like, the beep means that it's running down, like, low on battery. So I bought a battery, and now I'm just trying to figure out which one I need to change. You had to live through 2 or 3 storms without one? Yeah, 1 storm without one killed me in my game. I need this fucking, this house of prayer, but I don't have the steel, and I don't have much to disassemble for it. We have bunkhouses on the inside, which I think we could disassemble, I guess. Yeah, 1 bunkhouse on the inside is enough. Wood's full, yep, but I don't have anything to really use it on. Well, then I guess like tents or some shit. Because if I build a, yeah, I need steel for everything, and I don't have steel, that's a problem. I'll just pull these off so they're not working in chilly conditions. Or I'll, let's see, I'll do this. So I can just activate it at any point. At least this one. I'll have these guys keep working. From my experience, when it gets really low, the fire alarm will just keep beeping really loudly, so you'll be able to tell then. Yeah, mine does beep really loudly, but it's just like, I hear it beep, and then I don't know where it is. And, like, or which one it is. So, I want to get it before it goes to the point where it starts to beep every 10 minutes. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to tell which one it is if it beeps every 10 minutes, unless I stand there waiting for it, next to each one, testing, and that's going to take half an hour. And if it gets to that point, I don't want to try to sleep through the fire alarm beeping every 10 minutes. That's fucking hell, dude. Save enough to buy a steel, or build a steel mill. Did I find any, actually, in, no, we didn't find any yet. Yeah, but I need the steel, right now. I need that House of Prayer, because otherwise I'm gonna fail that quest. Or mission. Wait, hold up. So how does this shake out? Let's have a look at this again. So when I put it there, it recommends there, and yeah, okay, so that, I'm guessing, means that I'm going to waste space no matter what I do. Or it might be the road that's, doing it. I'm gonna remove the road first before I build it. And I'm gonna try to build, I'll remove the road and then, let's see. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. And then we'll do a straight line from there, like that. Unironically, I had, I think, hold up, let me just check. I have Okay, so I have 3 fire alarms, but one isn't actually on the ceiling. One is just on the shelf because it fell off the ceiling, and I just didn't put it back up. And then I did at one point just take the battery out of one of them when it was beeping, but I did put it back in at some point. The ceiling here is fucking crazy. It's got like, hold up, let me just have a look. 1, 2. I think there are like 5 mounts for like smoke detectors, and 2 of them are in the same room. And I think that's kind of like ever so slightly extreme. Let's go back. Oh shit. Writing on the wall. Captain, someone has defaced the walls with predictions of doom for our city. This is troubling. People already fear we'll share Winterhome's fate, and scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. Send a cleric to reassure people. Hope will fall slightly, or ignore it, hope will fall. I mean. So that one is only available because we have the church stuff. Oh god, this is bad. But yeah, I think the amount of smoke detectors I have is related to the no smoking clause in my renting contract. Your ever benevolent landlord was... Oh, dude, I hate your landlord. I don't even know him, but I hate him. Our first automaton isn't working anywhere because we don't really have a workplace for them. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them are have badly worn out... Or, sorry, badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing the company symbol Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment, so... We found a temporary settlement, so I guess we're gonna start looking for Tesla. That's a lot of steel we got. We'll come back with that if we ever struggle for food. Or steel, I guess. My landlord is fucking baller. I love her, she's awesome. Let's send the automaton to the steel mill, which we will build whenever it is done researching. Which is now. Time pauses whenever you open this, right? No, it doesn't. Fuck. Okay, steel works. Let's see, where is the steel? It's over here, right? Iron? Yeah, there we go. Should we build 2? Because, yeah, it only costs wood, so we may as well. Just have them ready. Ready to go. And the American camp lacks food, I'm worried. Warning, don't go to Tesla City with scouts that are carrying shit. Send them home first. Understood. I will do that. Did I fuck up the road here? Yes, I did. Classic American joke there, yeah. There are 2 ways you can take that American joke, and both of them I feel uncomfortable by saying. Or I would feel uncomfortable with saying. Let's see. Hothouse, medical post. We're not dealing with sick people. I'm gonna do Steam Hub just because it's 10 wood. It's basically free and we keep our engineers working. Coal is almost done here, which means we can get these people off this workplace. What's happening? Cold homes? Yeah. I guess... Okay, I'll try... Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. I can't heat those homes in that time. I mean, I can go overdrive, but I don't think it's gonna help. Because we don't have enough homes in range, right? Yeah, I made a terrible mistake. I should not have agreed to that. Let's turn the sawmill back on. In fact, let's turn both on so we reach the maximum stockpile before the storm hits. Memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planed face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress. But we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. Walled colony and fishing village. So the walled colony, I'm guessing, might be Tesla City. I'm just going to send these guys back because I want the supplies. That's a... maybe not. I'm actually going to go fishing village first, and then I'll go observatory and then back. I need to keep aware of the time, because I do have... It's not early, but I do have a lecture tomorrow at some point, so I do need to get to bed at some point. Another act of vandalism. The Londoners... Wait, what did it say? No captain, run. Hope. Okay. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them and abandon the city. I'll send the cleric again. I haven't been doing this. I should be doing this every time it's off cooldown. We need 20 food rations, so I'm going to open this again whenever the time comes. We need to get more food than we're consuming so we can do the... oh god, the cleric has been beaten. Captain, a priest was assaulted whilst trying to reassure people disturbed by the Londoners' slogans. We should do something to protect our people. Well, we need faith keepers to secure the streets, or... Okay, so that is, like the fucking... You know, priestly... Like the warrior priest, night watch thing. Secure the streets. Strike back. Or we will pray for him and his assailants. We do need hope, though. So, what do you say? Church police? Or... Church police, or do we just pray? You think you're going to try Imperator Rome? I've been playing it a lot lately, and after the 1.3 update, it feels like an actual decent game. Yes, I actually, I want to try that again. Because I played it around release, and I was like, you know, it's cool, but also doesn't feel... I don't know, it didn't feel like... There's something about it, I don't know. And, back to put something on the table behind me. And... yeah, I want to try it out again, because I do like that period of history. Like the, you know, Roman Republic and stuff, Rise of the Republic, the fall of the Republic and all that. So what do? Do we establish the faith militant, or do we just pray the bruises away? Faith update will come soon. Yeah, I saw some rumblings about that in r/Paradox Plaza. What would Jesus do? I mean... Jesus would pick up his sword and strike them down. I'll do, Faith Keepers to secure the streets, I think. We have 3 days, so it shouldn't be that bad. Let's see, where are the Faith Keepers? There they are. They're also super useful whenever things get really bad. You can ask Faith Keepers to break up protests. Useful. Discontent will rise. So is it discontent, or is it hope that... that creates, that creates Londoners? Hope gets rid of the Londoners. Gotcha, okay. Then we need to increase hope. Jesus flipped tables and whipped people. You know the choice he'd make. Did he actually whip people? Must have missed that part in Sunday school. Note, I did not go to Sunday school. I am an idiot. I should have kept these guys working. That's a thing you'll hear a lot when I play this game. We don't need both of these working on this. We need the steel here, I think. The Londoners can't leave if you imprison them. That's actually very true. But I've only seen the person in the order path, so... Can we name the automaton Steel Jesus? Wait, hold up. There we go, Cyber Jesus. Thank you, Cyber Jesus, for providing us with these steel bars. Let's see, how long are these guys gonna be? 7 hours and 50 minutes. Do we have anything else we can build while we're waiting? We could build another workshop. We have the engineers now? We do not, I don't think. Yeah, we don't. Call him Kevin the Last Automaton. We'll have more, though. He won't be the last. We'll need more automatons. He who does not have a sword should sell his coat and buy one. That sounds like something my D&D character would say. So, hold up. How far until the next... Okay, so we're gonna get a minus 40 degrees Celsius drop. I think range upgrade would be good, actually, because that will actually fulfill the promise to keep the homes livable. Especially if we upgrade them to bunkhouses. Which we can do now that we have the steel. Kevin of Winterhome. Or Kevin alone at Winterhome. Wait, what was... no, that was Thomas was alone, was the ND game with the cubes. God, that was a good game. Or a fun game, at least. Inoperative, yeet that. Does anyone remember Thomas was alone? I think that was what it was called, right? Let's see. Oh, wood. More wood. Scouts are waiting. Oh, shit. Thank you. No place for the weak. The fishing village. This fishing village used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter. Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla's a madman. He cast out all amputees, all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send a team here to start fishing. Dismantle the huts for wood. Lose a chance to build an outpost here, or we can take the resources. I'll take the chance to build an outpost, send these guys to the observatory, and then send them home. Yeah, Rainbow Six, that's exactly it. Thomas was alone. I really like the soundtrack to that. I used to listen to it. It's like one of those artsy indie games that I played back when artsy indie games were just like sort of becoming a thing, I think. I like the name Kevin for them because only my coworker Kevin works with that low efficiency. I like that. Candles for the wicked. Sir, people are no longer troubled by the Londoners' slogans. Group prayers have strengthened our community. Small candles keep appearing under the slogans. People leave them when they pray for the souls of the Londoners. Oh, I love that, like, smug righteousness. Like, we're going to die. Come with us. We need to leave for London. And they're like, I will pray for you. I love that. Get them to Tesla City as soon as they return. Copy that. Can you Jesus time to raise hope? Not yet. I can actually do... I can do, like, Jesus Fun Hour. Like, Jesus Happy Hour. And give them food. Yeah, let's do Jesus Happy Hour. Some Londoners will change their ways. The number went up. Fire that fucking priest, dude. That's bullshit, dude. Promise broken. No! Oh god, this is why I was like... Ask the faith... Oh, we don't have the faith keepers. Shit! We need the steel. God, we can't let the fucking playthrough end already. This is like rookie, rookie garbage for me to lose here. 4 hours for that to finish. If only that was done before this. Before the temperature went down. We could have, yeah, we could have done it. Yeah, that's a good point. Where the fuck do they get the wax? I mean, where do you make wax in real life? Is it only bees, or... Like, do you have other types of wax? Surely you do. I know literally fucking nothing about wax. Tallow. Tallow from animals. What animals, though? I only know of one animal in the city. Oh, yeah, that is actually true. The ones you hunt. Yeah, there are actually hunting things, yeah. It makes a lot of sense. We're at full wood. Anything we can do with that wood? Yes, we can build the Faith Keepers. They do slot perfectly in here. They also slot perfectly in here as well. Yeah, I'll build them next to the church. Why not? We have range 2 now, so that's good. We have to fire these guys up. Started putting tallow or something in the new money here. Some people were not happy. Oh yeah, I imagine like PETA would raise a big old stink about that. I'm gonna do, wait, we don't have any resource depots, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm gonna do drafting machines, maybe. What animals live in this ice desert? Well, we know for a fact that there are reindeer, at least in another DLC, so possibly reindeer and polar bears, possibly penguins, I don't know. So actually, if the oceans have frozen over, then penguins wouldn't actually survive. Because they need to eat fish. So do polar bears as well, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe reindeer, because they can eat, like, hibernating plants underneath the snow. Like they do in Norway and stuff. None of this stuff is, like, desperately needed. I do kind of want the hothouse, but it's so cold now that I don't think we're gonna want to get it just yet. I'm gonna wait for the temperature to increase, I think. Which is not gonna happen for a long time. Yeah, I don't know, actually. Since the polar bears can't hunt and the penguins can't hunt, I do think it would only be like vegetarian or herbivore animals that would be, at least, like they wouldn't thrive, but they would survive, I think. Yeah, that is also true. The polar bears do have the ability to hunt the people who come here. I'm gonna build the fighting arena, I think.
Hear me, hear me.
I think every law that says, like, you should build this thing and then you do it, increases hope. So, we definitely should do that. Let's see, let's have a look at... Probably build it here, I guess. Can you pull some engineers? Hold up, let me just do this and then I'll read the full message. From the Medipost to workshops. Yes, we can. Though we have 12 people in treatment right now. So 2 people would go out of treatment if we do that. Or actually, hold up. We might be able to pull 3 and then do a workshop. Yeah, I think we'll do that, because I do need stuff to be researched. That actually slots perfectly, but I don't know if I want to build there. Fuck it. This is a backup workshop, so it can be a bit further away as well. Just right next to the church. What? Oh, this one? The Faith Keepers, or? Oh, you mean the fighting arena? Oh, yeah. United by faith. Sir, we're holding an evening prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. Talking and laughing, my bad. I haven't seen anything this heartening in a city for a long time. It's really brought the community together. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone is so happy. Everything's going so well. Oh shit, we got 3 gravely ill. That's not great. Might want to get Steam level 2 researched, I think. They have very low risk of getting ill, but still. Those are chilies, so I'm actually going to turn them on. You do not want the medical post to be chilled. 12s, I'm going to pull out a couple and put them on that. And let's see, Jesus time. It is not Jesus time quite yet. Soon. Fighting arena built. Hope rises. Very good. How long do we have until they kill us? 1 day and 5 hours. Hopefully Jesus will save us. Because I see no other way out. Come on, Jesus. Shit. Oh shit. 2 days until we can do evening prayers. Oh shit. How... Wait, the Faith Keepers haven't been staffed yet. That actually will increase hope, and we're good. Yeah, nighttime procession. When the procession starts after midnight, okay. Discontent is not a problem anymore, so... That's alright. Oh, we haven't actually raised it. Oh, did we... Oh boy. This looks a little bit spooky. A little culty, but... Look at the, automaton hugging the generator. We can ask the Faith Keepers to persuade them to stay. Big ol', you know, quote-unquote on persuade. So let's think about maybe heating up some of our peripheral workplaces. I won't do a Steam Hub here yet, but I'm thinking we'll, yeah, this actually is perfect. We'll build one here whenever the automaton gets sent anywhere else. So possibly for coal mining. Like, we'll send the automaton for coal mining, because that's not, like, a huge, Oh shit, we actually only have a day of coal. What? Maybe we should research the coal mine. Yeah, I think so. Look how, like how the automatons look like a Boston's Dynamics robot. Yeah, they look like that robot in, yeah, actually they do look a lot like it. They look like the one in that Black Mirror episode. Might be just projecting, like the ones that kill people. Or like some, honestly, like some fucking War of the Worlds shit. Because that was written, or... Yeah, that was written. Wait, when was War of the Worlds written? That was in the 1800s, right? Or was it in the early 1900s? $1889 or so? Sick. I was very close. 22 hours left of coal. Well, that is a big old problem. And we don't have the tech to mine the coal at the moment. We have to either get thumpers or the coal mine. Or the charcoal kiln. I think we're gonna go with the coal thumper just because it's cheaper. Takes 7 hours to finish the research. Then we build it. We don't need the steam core. Well, actually, we have 5 steam cores. I'm gonna do the coal mine. The rock concert thing for War of the Worlds is pretty cool. What a rock concert. Never heard of that. Scouts have reached the observatory. Explore. Oh, we got survivors. Let's escort them to the city. That's actually a lot of engineers as well, which is going to be really, really good. Now we're going to get a lot of supplies we can use as well to build all this stuff. Do you have Jesus time? Not yet. Stop. Turn off the generator, saves coal, and stops people from getting addicted to the heat. God damn that fucking heat addiction, dude. I'll getcha. Hope the rise of hunger will be fed. So we have... our Faith Keepers have been... found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute it amongst the people in need. But perhaps you'd like it to be used another way, so we can add it to the stockpile. Add 100 food rations, or we can give it off to the hungry. We will give it to the hungry, of course. Hope rises. Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds musical. Like a rock orchestra thing that tells the story through weird music. Oh, that's really cool. I'll have to check that out. Could you actually post that if you've got a link to anything, or just like the name of it into Discord? And I will check it out whenever I'm done streaming. Oh, and also, let's see. Let's someone do an exclamation point Discord and chat while I say BRB, because it is time for another quick break. Yeah, someone stole 100 food rations, which is basically 1/3 of our entire city's store, which is fucking huge. But yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello. Wonder if the ad is over. I I wouldn't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's over. I wasn't at my computer, but I opened the Twitch app on my phone and just hit the run ad key or button because I completely forgot that you're meant to run an ad whenever you go AFK, because that way people don't have to watch an ad whenever they open the stream. Let's see, less than an hour to build that. Okay, we've got the drafting stuff. Okay, so coal mining or coal thumper. 240 coal per standard workday, and washes up the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of up to 560 coal per standard workday. And how many people do we have? We don't have anyone spare, do we? So then we could pull people off the steel and put them on the coal thumper. If we do mining, we can at least have one mine that... so you'd have... Let's see, how many people work on a thumper? Does it say? It doesn't say. Because each post is 10. I'll do mining, and then we'll be able to put... Well, actually, wait, hold up. How many people are we bringing? Still wouldn't be enough. Alright. Because I think we can have the automaton working the thumper, and then we can have people working the... Like, one gathering post, for example. Yeah, 12 hours left. That's bad. Do I have the extended shift? I don't have that, do I? No. Wait. Where is it? I can do emergency shift, but discontent is gonna fucking skyrocket if I do that. So, like... Nah, dude. Thank you, Bobbit. I'll check it out after the stream. Okay. Of course, none of them had any coal. So now we're gonna send them off to try to find Tesla City. That's Tesla City over there. So let's just send them off. Now we have a lot of, well, we have a bit of a housing crisis. That's way more than we need. Though we do have like a surplus of wood, so... Hold up. This is not covered by fighting arena, so I guess we could make one. Wait. Okay, yeah, those are not... Okay, this works. Yeah, those are medical posts. Do we have anything else that uses wood that we can set up? And, I mean, steel as well, that's fine. We can set up a, house of prayer over here, I think. Oh god, it's actually just gonna drop. We're not gonna get temperature up again. At least not for a while. Oh shit. I'm putting you down to 1. Just to keep the... Yeah, these guys are gonna get chilly, so they're gonna get a low risk of getting ill. Just keep the medical posts heated. Can I turn these off? Yes, I can, actually. And they will still run. So now we have more coal. Food theft, another one. Someone has stolen 19 food rations from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. It seems this ridiculous idea of living for London is gaining traction. Send the Faithkeepers to catch them. The Faithkeepers may retrieve some stolen food. Yeah, we will have to do that. We cannot let this garbage go on. Alright, so laws we can do... Let's see, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about... Oh, we might want to do public house. Because that's a very... Yeah, extended shift, actually, for the researchers. I'm going to do extended shift and then put the researchers on an extended shift.
New law in the city.
Max. They're going to start working already now. So it's going to be done in 4 hours, the coal mining. It's not going to be on time, I don't think. Because we need to build it afterwards as well. What do we do for that, then? I'm guessing... Honestly, nothing. I think we just turn off the generator. And do Jesus. We have 20 food rations. People are hungry, but that's fine. Hope will rise. Some Londoners will be convinced to leave. None were convinced. I don't think... I'm not entirely convinced that works at all. Okay. They're going 99%. Pause. Time is precious right now. Coal mine. We can set one up over there, which would kind of convenient because it's close to those, but I think we're gonna set them up here because then yeah, we can have the automaton working that one if need be later on, and then we can heat these guys. I can build 2 of them right away, right? Yeah. It's gonna take a steam core, but I can get that back if I disassemble it, right? So that shouldn't be a problem. I don't think. Yeah, then I'll build it immediately. Because then we can put some of these workers to work there. We have more engineers than we need. We aren't researching anything. Let's do that. Coal mining optimization would be really good. Though generator power would be also really good because temperature is going to drop to minus what? It's going to drop to minus 60 degrees Celsius soon. And by soon I mean in 4 days. You can get hope over 50%. Gotcha. So how do we do that? Oh, flying hunters would be super fucking good. Oh, this is important. Yeah, moonshine, good idea. Less people on the hunting shops, super important, because these have 15 people right now. So we currently have, quick maths, 45 people working just for hunting. That's absurd. So we'll get 15 more people freed up for other stuff. Steam cores, we have just used our first steam core. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. Yes. One of the food laws switches back to standard meals and sign moonshine. So you're thinking, like, get soup and then sign moonshine? Not a bad idea. Let's do that. We're not necessarily in a rush. We have 7 days on us to do that. That being said, hope is going to fall whenever this hits. So we want to do it before that hits. Before the cold hits again. 1 hour left. God damn. Oh, 6 coal left. 3, 2, 1. And it's shutting down. Automaton is desperately trying to get heat. I've never actually seen what happens to an automaton when the coal, or when the generator turns off. Is he just gonna, like, get sad? So it's shutting down, but it's still heating some stuff up. No, it isn't. Oh, we're fucked. Okay, get the coal up. Get the coal mine. Set up the people for work at the coal mine, and... yeah. They run until they need to refuel, so he just refueled, so we were lucky there. Hunting tactics done, so now we have more people freed up. Let's see, what should we research here? Outpost depot would actually be fucking huge, because then we can free up, oh! Fisherell, hello. Then we can free up the people working the... yeah, we can free up, like, people working hunting and stuff as well there. Just so I'm not wrong, I think, I'm pretty sure I know who you are, Fisherell. Just say yes if I know who you are, because I think I do. Also, that's another person. Oh, by the way, I need more people from Discord. Yeah. I need more people from Discord whose names I'll use for these people. so that whenever they die, we can get sad. Dude, I'm actually fucking coal mine. It hasn't been built. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I'm so bad. Oh my god. Trombot, yeah, that is a good one as well. I was gonna say, I'm actually blown away by the fact that nobody has died yet. That's actually kind of wild. The generator is down, yes. Wait, did it turn on and turn off again, or... Oh, sorry, it was shutting down and now it's finally down. Heating problems. Great, that's a good one as well. I won't address this now because fuck the heating problems event. It's so bad. There we go, great. Let's see, Jesus time. And... generator power? No, because we don't have the coal. Resource depot, we should build some, honestly, and then we can get large resource depot, because that's right under that, and then we can create a coal storage, which we really should, and get a stockpile running. How are we doing for sick? We're doing poorly for sick. I'm gonna do medical post upgrade. That way we can go into infirmary immediately. I heard a sound. We have a thing going on. The heating is off. Yes, of course, I know. Rent, I'm assuming he's got Discord open. So he's looking at them. Did I name someone after Doggo yet? Wait, Doggo first. Go full Immortan Joe, tell people to stop being addicted to heat. Don't tempt me. Let's see. Workers there. Now we got the coal running. We should probably set them to an extended shift so we can get the coal running faster, so we can get the generator up again so people don't fucking die from the cold. Oh god. Steam hub will go up here. We might set one up over here whenever we take the automaton off that one. What's that? Oh yeah, law. Let's see. Food law. We will do soup. Because putting sawdust in your food seems like a really bad idea.
New law! A new law has passed.
New law has passed. Okay. Anything to calm the growling stomach, just like in London. So have we... Hold up. Set it back to standard meal so people don't get upset. What's all this then? Automaton can't refuel, so an automaton stopped working because it was unable to recharge itself from the generator or a steam hub. It has to do that twice daily, and in order to make it operational again, you need to turn on the generator. I see. Yeah, I'll get right on that whenever these lazy gits get back on, or back to work. Another theft. Shit. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 24 food rations from the stockpiles. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea for the needs of the city. Ask the Faith Keepers for help. Yes, of course. We'll have the Faith Keepers, you know, try to grab the food and bring it back. Okay. They succeeded. We got the food back. Oh god, there's a lot of events. Caught red-handed. Our Faith Keepers did well. They got... Oh no. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the stealing. They're asking what we should do with the thief. We have 3 days to sign the public penance law. We can banish him. The person will leave the city forever. Or our people will decide his fate. Well, chat. How do we go about this one? We're gonna go down this path eventually anyways, but the game is trying to push us down this path. Can't cast out one of your flock. So, public penance, does that mean that he's gonna get flogged in the street, right? If the people kill him, it isn't our fault, right? I don't know, dude. I mean, yeah, it's the will of the people. So... I'm thinking repent, then. He'll get injured and sent to a medical post? Ah, heck. We don't have enough of those. Though I think the ill are gonna get healed as soon as the temperature gets back up, so I'll do the public penance. Oh shit, no, I have to sign that as a law, and then I can't sign the fucking food one. That's a problem. Oh well. That's future Feda's problem. Please, I can't stomach hearing will of the people at this point. I'm sorry, I forgot. Surely, you know, people will now stop talking about Brexit now that it's over, he said, knowing that people will never stop talking about Brexit. Cole, get the generator up. Yes, Cole's up. Level 1 is okay. We just need to, and then turn the heater on this one. We just need to heat up these medical posts. Has will of people historically proven always to be the best way to go? That's a tough question to answer, because, like, it's not always the fact that the will of the people drives what people say is the will of the people. Because, like, the will of the people is this, like, nebulous concept that you can mold into whatever you want it to be. Put an automaton on one of the mines. Well, thing is, if we put an automaton on one of the mines, he's not gonna do... Like, it's gonna be 24 hours a day, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be more efficient, because he's got 60% efficiency. I think extended shift and workers is more efficient. But yeah, since the will of the people is this nebulous concept that you can, like, meld into whatever you want, you can do a lot of things justified by, quote-unquote, the will of the people. Like, monarchs would, you know, for example, the Tsar in Russia would like, use the Stasi or whatever, like the secret police, and do horrible things. Maintain a very, very, like, authoritarian rule in the name of the will of the people who, you know, from whom he would get his power and so on and so forth, and to whom he would protect and whatnot, and feed and whatnot. And then when the Bolsheviks took over, they would do horrible things in the name of the will of the people. So, like, you've got a whole lot of weird shit to do. The automaton will decide their fates. Just have him step on people. Cyber Jesus, I love him. So, it looks like he's actually using the roads, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Even Cyber Jesus abides by our rules. Oh, never mind, he just fucking destroyed that person's cottage. The will of the people elected Hitler, just saying. No, that's actually not true. The will of the people gave Hitler a lot of votes, and gave Hitler's party a lot of power in the Reichstag, but what actually happened was that so Hitler did not get a majority, meaning the will of the people did not actually put him in power. What put him in power was that the attack, yes, sorry, I get lost in these fucking tangents, my bad. 47% is not a majority, though. Like, so what happened was that in order to, and also that isn't the 1933 election numbers, because I'm pretty sure he got way less than 47% in the 1933 election. Or one of the 1933 elections. Tech to outposts. Roger that. What happened was that the conservative parties worked with the and his I can't fucking remember the oh, hold on, I need to say it in German in my head. NSDAP, there we go. I need to say the entire word in my head to figure out the abbreviation, but yeah, the NSDAP. So the conservative parties worked with the NSDAP, or the Christian parties, or whatever they're called, like the centrist parties, and they basically put Hitler in like a chancellor position in order to create a vanguard against the socialists. So the centrist, like conservatives, worked with the far right in order to create a stable government that could, or hopefully create a stable government where they could, run government without allowing the leftists in. I'm literally just clicking buttons because I'm talking and not even playing the game. I'm sorry, but yeah, they basically, yeah, he was appointed chancellor by President Hindenburg, which was president of Germany, not president of the Reichstag, which is a different thing. I believe at one point before Hindenburg died, the president of the Reichstag was actually a member of the NSDAP. I forget which one. It might have been like Himmler or something like that. Yeah, I got around 33 to 37% in the 1933 election. There were several, though. I believe there were 2 or 3 in 1933 because of how fucked up German politics were at the time. Kind of like the UK right now. Not to say that there's any sort of parallel between the politics in general. I'm just saying there were a lot of snap elections or whatever. Because they couldn't get a majority government, so they had minority governments and stuff on the table, and then they got the coalition, which, of course, put Hitler as chancellor, which is not necessarily the end of the world. They had hoped they could control Hitler, but then, Hindenburg fucking died. And after Hindenburg died, Hitler somehow, I forget how he did it. I think he proposed a like, what was it? He proposed basically to give himself emergency plenary powers that would be temporary, of course, but they lasted until 1945. So he proposed that to the Reichstag, the parliament of Germany, and as he did so, I believe the brown shirts had surrounded the Reichstag, and Hitler said, "You should vote for this, because Germany is in peril. You have a choice to make. You either choose to side with me, or you choose war," as the brown shirts had surrounded the parliament. So, now I'm fucking like pulling this like out of shit I read and studied for an exam like 2 years ago, and also stuff I read recently for a video I'm making. Yeah, the Reichstag fire was the excuse for the emergency plenary powers. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to bring that up. But yeah, in which case they rounded up a bunch of people and found a scapegoat. I don't think there was any real clear evidence to suggest anyone was responsible, though you can look at whoever gained the most from it, and the lack of an actual suspect as potential proof that the Nazis themselves were behind it. We don't really know, I don't think. But they rounded up a communist and basically said they were the ones in charge, or they were the ones who did this. This is a clear sign that things are fucked up and we need, someone to come in and fix this. And Hitler was like, "I'll do it." And the rest is a very, very gruesome history. Yeah, Mussolini is a weird one, because technically Mussolini was legally chosen. I'm gonna build this, by the way. I'm not gonna turn it on. Technically, Mussolini was legally chosen. He didn't do a lot of the weird shit that, for example, Hitler did, because Hitler was not legally elected to the position or the post that he held. But Mussolini technically was, because as per the Italian constitution, the king chose or chose who would be allowed to form government. And since he had the choice between... Well, he only had two choices, really. He had the left-wing coalition government, which would potentially force the king to abdicate. Yeah, he was installed by King Victor Emmanuel, I believe his name was. Don't know if he was the second, but either way. And when he did his march on Rome, because the government did not send in troops to stop him or police to stop him, or the king didn't at least, every other party that was not left-wing protested the election and were like, we won't stand for election because the king has betrayed us. Or the king is a weakling or whatever. So they tried to protest to make the king be like, okay, shit, I'm gonna negotiate and, come to the table here. Instead, the king was faced with two choices: Mussolini, who would keep the king, or the left wing, who would potentially have the king yeeted. Easy choice for the king. So, like, a lot of people have, there's this narrative that, like, or there are a lot of really weird narratives surrounding the rise of fascism and the rise of Nazism, where you blame a lot of different things for it. The Soviets would blame social democrats in Germany, which is all kinds of weird, calling it social fascism. And some progressives and stuff in Germany would blame the conservatives for siding with Hitler, which is a bit of a more compelling argument. But of course, the conservatives thought they could control him, and they didn't know where this is going to lead. Yeah, but no, what you said is, so far at least, is accurate. What I said is probably like all over the place, because I'm also remembering stuff while I'm live and while I'm doing, like, I'm playing a game, even though I sort of stopped playing it just to fucking ramble for forever. The temple, let's see, have a look. Raises hope, yes. This doesn't raise hope, it only... Oh, actually, no, it does raise hope of people working nearby, but I think it's periodically, so we don't need that. We need this. Because it's also immediately going to raise hope whenever we build it. Which we really need. Now, these auras, will they actually affect the people working here? I don't know. I'll build it here anyways. Yeah, my bad for, like, going on a tangent. I have a tendency to do that when people are like, oh, this thing about history, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me just talk for 3 hours. I heard, like, a streamer slash YouTuber I watch a lot, whose name is Northern Line, he said, like, the only reason he is successful on YouTube and Twitch is because 90% of the people on this platform don't talk when they're streaming. They're just streaming in, like, and they've got a face cam on their face and stuff, like, pointed right at their face, and they're just sat there staring dead, ahead at the screen, playing the game. And I can't do that. And he can't do that either. And he said that is his only reason that he's actually able to be on this platform, because otherwise all these, like, people who are super good at games would just, like, if they started talking, they would yeet him off the platform immediately. And I do kind of think I'm the same way with YouTube and stuff. My only marketable skill is that I cannot shut up. Yeah, I love history as well. Yeah, the good streamers, they talk, they interact with chat and stuff, but there are a bunch of, like, super huge streamers that, like, when they're playing the game, that's all they're doing. And then in between that, they'll talk to the chat. The temple has been erected. The magnificent symbol of our devotion is now visible throughout the city. Oh yeah, dude. I'm massively enthusiastic when anyone comments on YouTube, dude. And I've got a video with, like, 500,000 views almost. Someone died? Yes! Who died? Sorry for being so happy. But now we get to play with the funny laws. Shit, we need to consider doing this, because that's gonna cause disease, but we also want to do the other laws, like, for example, the soup, or the one after this. Wait, hold up. Where's the... Oh, there's the moonshine. Fuck, we gotta do the public house before we can do moonshine, and then we gotta take care of the dead. How do we know who died? Joseph Reck. Who's that? Who cares, dude? Oh shit, I also have to sign the repent law. You're right. We have so much shit to do. Let's spend 20 food rations on Jesus Happy Hour. Raise hope. Was RT's watching paint dry? Who's RT's? Rooster Teeth? Or... London's at neutral growth now. Sick. Okay, so who, who? Yeah, we need to name more people. We need to name more people, because Joseph Reck was a nobody who died. We need recognizable names. Actually, hold up. Archie Games is a variety streamer and YouTuber from Ireland. Okay, cool. Wesky. Wesky, you're a woman now. Enjoy. Another theft. Send the Faith Militant. Beat them up. Like a true Christian would. Faith Keepers failed. Ah, fuck. Oh no. Wait, the temperature hasn't even dropped yet. Why are people... I mean, I guess because a lot of them are sick. Oh no, actually this is different. Faithkeeper murdered. What the fuck? One of our Faithkeepers was beaten to death whilst investigating a theft. We caught one of the thieves, but he's not the murderer. What should we do with him? We can let him go, but... like... I don't want to let the murderer go... Or, sorry, a guy who was accessory to this shit go. Do we banish him or let him go? He is not the murderer. And the murderer is the one who's meant to, like, take the brunt of the... Like, if we find the murderer, they're fucking... They're going right out into Frostland to die. But what do we do here? We can't make him repent yet because we haven't signed the law. Honestly, discontent is not the worst. Let's let him go. He's not the murderer. He put up on a 1-hour video of a white painted wall. I believe it peaked near 10k. Jesus Christ. That is that's like big fucking Norway energy, honestly, because in Norway we have this thing called slow TV where we just watch like a 24/7 stream of something that's really boring, like a bird whose eggs are gonna hatch at some time in the week or whatever, or watching a mountain that might, where a rock might topple over sometime during this month, and people watch it for like 24/7, like 24 hours a day. Let's see, Tron, bro. Let's see, what do we got? People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. 5 hours until we reach Tesla City. Make sure, you let me know if I double name anyone. I think that's enough names for now, because I'll have trouble actually make... Oh my god, Bartholomew Payne, that's such a fucking sick name. Let's see, 1KK. I think that should be good. Okay, outpost, depot researched. So this one, we can, I'm guessing, oh god, okay, we have to put this one in specific spots. Oh, that is cool. Oh, it's in the crane spots. Or, there's only one crane spot, actually. So I can put it there, on that, or I can put it there. Wait, hold up. How's that gonna work? Works really well, apparently. Looked like it was gonna be inside the building, but... yeah, 2 outpost slots. I just wanted to, like, figure out which one to do. Oh, actually, yeah, it's just hugging it. Good. Keep him, you need the labor. Yeah, I guess. Speaking of which, we should probably set up some more workplaces, because we aren't... all about a day, oh god. We aren't, like, necessarily working everyone to death, which we should be doing. I think we should set up another coal mine and have the automaton work that. Scouts have reached Tesla City. City is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow, but nobody comes out to greet us. What the fuck? Thunder unleashed. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold. Reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with a blue glow of electric discharges, which form a protective dome over the town. Oh, this reminds me of Blades in the Dark, or Dishonored. Blades in the Dark being an RPG setting, where, like, they have ghosts surrounding the city, so they have these, like, electric walls that kill the ghosts whenever they get near it. But in this case, it's snow and not ghosts. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burnt flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower, hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Oh god. So, do we risk entering the city, or do we stay away from it? Scouts will try to disable the electrical discharge. Okay, we'll enter the city then. We entered the city. As soon as our scouts entered the city, we lost contact with them. There's no telling what happened, but we presume they're all dead. Ah, shit. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. This time, the biscuit crumbled. Bruh. One Steam course every 1 day. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Dude, we can do, like, infinite automatons. You know, I'm gonna set that up. In which case, we should use some Steam cores. I'm gonna set up another, outpost. Okay, gotcha. I do really, really appreciate the, like, the hint and the nudge in the right direction without just outright saying, build the outpost so you can go to Tesla City or whatever. Fully automated theocracy, here we go. We don't have a... like, we don't have enough food to say that we're comfortable. But we don't have a struggle... like, we aren't struggling for food either. So what I'm thinking is that once we get the opportunity to research something else, I think we're going to research flying hunters, and then... actually, no, we're going to research a large... oh shit, we have to do this one first. Okay, we're going to try to get a stockpile of stuff. So we're going to need the large resource depot and the flying hunters. In fact, I think we need the depot before the flying hunters, because we're going to need a lot of coal. Temperature is going to rise, though, after it falls to 60. minus 60 rather. Get the factory up and running, yeah. So, let's see, we need 10 citizens. By that they mean we need 10 workers instead of 10 engineers. So, do we have anywhere we can send engineers instead of the workers? Probably not. It's gonna be quite a while until the automatons are really efficient though, so I think we're gonna stockpile the steam cores for now and do the resource depot first. A few are persuaded. The Londoners prey on discontent. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible into joining the exodus to London, but his visions of doom ring false in the ears of people who are content with the situation in our city. Number of Londoners will rise by 6, or it will rise slightly after a cleric reassures them, or we can have discontent rise and people may get hurt. I'm gonna say cleric will reassure them because we have a lot of people in, you know, in the healthcare sector right now, crowding it, so I'm gonna build another medical post, I think, because we have space for that. I do want to make sure that we have space. Yeah, we can remove some bunkhouses at some point and build an infirmary whenever that... Wait, actually, no, an infirmary takes, like, an infirmary is going to stretch out into Ring 2, I think. We'll have to demolish a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we'll get the automatons doing a lot of work whenever... Oh shit, we can do engineers in the coal mine. Good, then we can pull them off here. Oh, that's the steelworks, never mind. I mean, we could pull workers off this anyways. Oh shit, this should not be running. Workers, engineers. Shit. Okay, how many workers do you have left? 4. Really? Could do with that child labor right about now. And we're out of food. But we got a lot of hope. How? Don't ask me. The end of thievery. Sir, the thief you ordered to be released has been beaten up. People decided to just take justice into their own hands. Probably because they feel that when you dispersed the protest, you treated them worse than the thief we caught. They'll make sure he doesn't steal again. Okay, I guess. What's peak automation efficiency? I mean, let's see. Oh, we can't see. Never mind. I think this one increases it by 10%, doesn't it? Or this one, rather. 10, that's it, 70, 80, 90, I guess. Unless some of them might increase it by like 15%, I don't know. Or 5%. Can faith be eaten? God, I wish. It's gonna get real bad soon. Laws, okay. Which one were we gonna do? We're gonna do... I want that child labor, but we also need the cemetery. And the cemetery is gonna bring up hope. But I also don't want to do the cemetery, because I want to do the corpse disposal, because I like the organ transplants. We're gonna do the public house, and then the moonshine, I think. Let's double check on the... faith part of the tree, just see what we can do here. Can't get injured, yeah. Public penance, yeah, we do need the public penance. Ah shit, how long do we have? Not very long. So, yeah, the cooldown will fuck us if we don't do this one right now. Hope rises. Good shit. So now the faith keepers will do public penance. Where'd I put the the faith keepers? The faith keepers, there we go. Big old cathedral. Sermon. And yeah, sure, let's waste some food on Jesus. Why not? How many people do we have? 4. So how does the penance thing work then? It becomes a thing that you can do in events, I guess. We only have 4 days and 14 hours until the Londoners will fuck off. Why is the efficiency low? It's because people are in treatment right now. Oh, wait, is it one of these, or is there one that shows up at midnight? Oh, what's going on? Change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. Thought my faith died long ago, sir. With my wife and daughters in London, I couldn't see any purpose in our new life, in the fight for survival, but today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now, I'm ready to face it. I'm glad to hear that. Oh shit, this is a temple. I'm bad. Where the fuck did I put the face keeper? I keep calling them face keepers. Why am I calling them face keepers? There they are. Oh god. Hope will rise. Some Londoners will decide to stay. People may be injured. We only have 7-6, so... yeah. Do we get to see something happening in the streets? Oh, it'll start at 22:00 by the generator. I can't wait. And I'm bad, so we need to set this up, because I forgot. Facekeeper sounds like something a lot worse. Yeah, sounds like something like, you know, the Isle of Faces. No, wait, not the Isle of Faces. That's a different thing in Game of Thrones. But the Faceless Men, where they've got this the Temple of Black and White or whatever in Game of Thrones, where the faces all hang on the wall and shit. A new scouting squad. Good point. We only have 4 people though. We need to pull one person off somewhere. I'll pull them off. Oh my god, yeah, I'll pull them off wood. Who cares? Where's the balloon? There it is. Send them off to the gloomy cave, I suppose. Turn off the sawmill for now, and we're not at 22:00 yet. Let's see. Create a new... oh no, we can't do it there. We'll do it here. So let's send them to Tesla. Is the outpost really infinite? I thought it was only like for a while, and then it stops working at some point. Oh shit, we need to put more people in this. Or more engineers in this. Angry about the cold. Heating riot. Oh shit. Captain, our people are protesting. They've gathered in an angry crowd because you forced them to live in cold homes for too long. They've watched helplessly as their children have fallen ill, and they've had enough. They demand that you do something immediately. So what happens if I disperse the crowd? Tesla City has a functional steam core factory? Oh, that's kind of cool. But do I disperse the crowd? I don't see a negative outcome, so... why not? Heating houses provides hope, but I can never do it, and the temperature is going to drop by 20 degrees Celsius in just, like, I think a day or two. There's no way we're going to be able to do that. And that's just going to make them mad. Oh shit! Thank you, Ryan. Shoot the crowd. I also got an emote, because it's like Valentine's Day thing or something. That's a kind of cool emote, actually. I think those emotes are, like, you can keep them forever as well. Thank you, Ryan. Really appreciate that. So, I'm guessing since Ryan subbed to say shoot the crowd, I'm gonna disperse the crowd. Let's see what happens. Is it really that easy? The Faith Keepers just say fuck off and they stop being mad? It can't be, come on. Okay, so we need to research something. Factory, not yet. We need the power upgrade because we're gonna get fucked by the cold soon. Oh god. Yeah, we need the power upgrade, and then efficiency would be really good. Oh, I just heard the smoke alarm or smoke detector beep again. Oh shit, I was gonna do the storehouse. I'm gonna do a small resource depot, or a couple, and put some coal in them, and then whenever... I'm gonna put them there. Whenever I get the big one, I'm gonna put coal in that, and I'm gonna put food in these guys instead, or wood or something. Okay. Stop fighting, the pain will cleanse you. Look how they writhe as the evil leaves them. This will beat all the wickedness out of you, scum. They who stray from the righteous path bring pain on themselves. So this is the people getting whipped. They're getting whipped into shape quite literally. Speaking of which, hold on. There we go. There's a person named after Ryan. Oh my god, the hope is so good! Holy shit. And then a person died. Francis Cobb. Never knew him. Why is this on again? Stop. Oh no, okay, I had two of them on. I mean, we are at, like, capacity, but... Imagine being so cold you stand outside in the cold to complain. Unburied corpse. Ah, shit. A few of our people have fallen... That is a grim-ass picture, by the way. A few of our people have fallen ill, coming into contact with a decomposing body. This will keep happening if we have no way to dispose of the dead. Hello, Saradin? Saradin. I don't know how to pronounce your names. I'm sorry. Hello. Let's see, coal. There we go. Now we got a bigger store so we can stockpile some more. I think we should probably... Let's see. Hell yeah, I got it right. We should probably start investing in the Thumper, I think, because we'll need that coal. We've got 3 days of coal, and... Actually, no, 3 days of coal, as long as we keep on this mode is good, but I think we're gonna have to go overdrive whenever the cold really hits. How long can we be on overdrive? Doesn't say how long it lasts, but we're gonna have to either go in overdrive or manually heat for various locations. This isn't my first playthrough, no. I played this like the original campaign whenever this game came out, and then I didn't play it. Basically, I haven't played the original campaign since then, and lost all my saves because it's been like 3 years or 2 years since this game came out. So now I need to like play it again to unlock the scenarios. Around 1 day usually, lasts about a day-ish before you hit near 100% stress. Gotcha. Then we can't do overdrive through this entire period, so we do need to get a lot of coal for... First Lander is convinced to say sick. We do need to get a significant coal store so that we can keep the heaters on each building running, like this one for example. I'm gonna turn it off because I don't think we need it now, right? No, we do. Fuck. I'm wrong. Let's go soup, because hope is good right now, and food is not. You can overdrive for longer than a day if you sacrifice a steam core, which we'll actually get a lot of, because we're doing the Tesla City. I got to day 43 last night and didn't realize how badly the Great Frost fucks you. Yeah, my first playthrough did, like, went right down the drain as well. And then my second playthrough, during the Great Frost, basically everyone died. Almost. But I made it. I wouldn't call it a good victory, but a Pyrrhic victory at least. But a Pyrrhic victory is still a victory. Let's see. Do we have enough men or manpower to... No, we don't. We don't have enough manpower to staff these buildings. I'm gonna need that child labor law real quick. I think we're truly blessed. I think we're truly blessed. Our captain most of all. Oh shit, we're gonna need to turn this on as well now, because let's set it up only during working hours. Turn it on, because they're working at from 6 to 8. Steelworks, we don't actually need those all that badly. Automaton hothouses, yeah. Hothouses need to be kept, obviously, hot though, which is a problem. Shit. I'm gonna turn these on for now. This one's gonna be off because we don't have enough engineers to staff it anyways. Oh, this isn't even working. Yeah, it isn't. The heater isn't working on these even. So we can't actually heal people right now. Child labor, you monster? Dude, I've done way worse. Oh yeah, let's send the automaton to this coal mine. Otherwise, we're going to have people working in the cold. We'll turn off this steel mine. Bring the workers back. Now we can put them somewhere else. We can put... Not on here, obviously. Let's see. Sawmill, don't need it. Take them off. So where do we send these guys? Oh shit, we got Tesla City. Build an outpost. And yeah, so now we're gonna get steam cores every day. Child labor builds character. Jesus Christ. The research and medical buff from child shelters is good though, yeah. We're gonna do the child law that actually is good, like the shelters one. God, no comment, Saradin. Let's see, we can set up another outpost. We're gonna want one for food. Do we have... Yeah, we do have a fishing village. I'm gonna set up an outpost for food. You can recall the outpost, right? Yeah. And then you can set it up later again, I think. Hopefully. I'm gonna set up a food outpost. Why build another generation if this one might not even last? You don't think so? I mean, it does say you can dismantle it, so I'm hoping you can rebuild it. Put you to work splitting wood? That's some... so, sorry, the first thing that fucking popped into my head is like, that's some Huckleberry Finn shit. Okay. We need heat. We need heat real bad. Dismantling is to get them back before the storm hits, gotcha. That's rural Vermont for you? Okay, let's do overdrive. At least for a little bit. And we're also going to steam level 2. Oh shit. Frostbite, yep. And this one? Losing a limb. We're gonna need that factory so we can build prosthetics and stuff. I see. I mean, I know we must do something, but I can't do it right now anyways because I'm on cooldown. We will research. See, how long do we have? We have coal for 2 days. We need coal for 2 days, so maybe 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. It doesn't say it's going to increase the amount of coal it uses, so maybe we'll do overdrive couplings or large resource depot not needed because we're not gonna build a stockpile of coal at the moment. Flying houses is, sorry, flying hunters is really good because we're completely... Oh no, healthcare installation. Yes. This one. Because then we, whenever this goes off overdrive, people will still be able to get healthcare. Choice or duty. So a group of Preachers is here to talk to you about the public penance law you signed. They think it goes too far. Oh, really now? We all agree that penance should be a choice, not a duty. You can't force people towards the truth. It must grow freely in their hearts. I know that's right, which will cause discontent to fall, or I will consider their words, which will cause hope to rise. Well, hope is the one that gets the Londoners to fuck off, so I will consider their words. Okay, we have reached the gloomy cave, and we get more manpower, yes. Wait, no, okay, no, not yet. So, someone asked about the animals they're hunting. There's your answer. Beset by beasts. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and those beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. So, I think we should risk attacking the bears. We can't leave these people just to die. At worst, we're gonna lose, what, 5 people? And at best, we're going to gain a bunch of engineers and, of course, a lot of extra mouths to feed, but we had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Then they all set out towards the city. We lost no one. That's awesome. I find it strange that people get so upset about child labor in an apocalypse scenario like this. I mean, why not let the kids pick up resources or help in the kitchen? Yeah. For the safe jobs, that's probably fine, but like, I don't know, people are thinking of, not necessarily like thinking of themselves, but people are thinking of the people surrounding them, not the, you know, humanity in its whole. I need to turn on the sawmill because we're running out of wood. Isn't it like the 1800s anyway? Child labor is a norm. So it's the very, very late 1800s. I think child labor has become like less of a norm at this point. I mean, if this is like 1880 something? 1889 or 1886 or something? We're only talking like 20 or 30 years until some countries have like total universal suffrage. (1887), okay. Faithkeepers is very cold. So the more people we heat up, the less people actually go into the medical posts. Of course, nighttime procession will start at 00:30 by the generator. We'll have to check that. Like 40 years off of the UK. What was it? I think Norway got at least women's suffrage like in 1913, I think. Oh yeah, loss. Let's go. Prosthetics, we can't do that yet because we don't have the... We don't need this anymore. We don't need the hope. Let's do child shelters then and build the child shelter. Yeah, let's do that. We need to get these children working. Base heating level 2. We still want to, I think, build that within the heat circle. 1928 here fully. I don't know if we actually had full suffrage. I think they did in 1913 here, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me on it. So we're gonna get a bunch of people, so I'm gonna build bunkhouses, but I'm also building them because I'm probably gonna demolish some stuff here. This isn't working, so I'm just gonna turn the heater off anyways. And turn it off. People are hungry. We only have one more day to go until the cold passes, at least it doesn't... Alright, at least it won't be as bad anymore. Women got the right to vote in New Zealand in 1893, sick. Yeah, so like, I don't know, I feel like since it's the late 1800s, it's a lot more progressive than we might give it credit for. And also, keep in mind, in this world, it does seem like women have more rights than... Like, women are put sort of equal to men. So potentially more equality than in real life. Steelwork's not necessary, so we have a lot of extra, like, hands right now. I'm gonna turn on this one, put the engineers to work there. And we need those bunkhouses built. Honestly, I should have built them near these guys, right? Having some houses over by here, right? No, never mind. It's only going to be on when people are working. That's true. Okay, I'm going to take another quick break, and it's probably going to be the last break of the stream. So, be right. Might have cut myself off there when I muted the mic. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello. Let's see. We're back in the game. Once again, no idea if the ad worked. I just run it from my phone. Let's see. We've got 65% generator stress level. We might actually be able to run it almost all the way up to the limit. Like, almost up to when the temperature gets better. I think I want to search the Dreadnought landings. I think I want to keep going this way, because we're going to send possibly scouts down this way, because it's closer later on. And the storm comes from this direction, right? So I want to search the stuff up here first. Not that it necessarily matters, because the storm's going to hit this spot at the same time anyways, but, you know. One side has to outrun the storm this way, one side has to outrun the storm that way. Maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't. In my brain, it seems like it matters. But, as we famously know, my brain is not very good. I'm just gonna mute my mic and start nomming all this yogurt. So, I'll be here, I'll read chat, and I'll respond whenever I can. It's very possible, Bobbit. I don't know. I don't know what the max, leave it on so you can hear me eat? No. I know what the max, like max, what's it called? Capacity is. I have this thing where, like, eating sounds make me very, very uncomfortable. Like, ASMR makes me, it makes my skin crawl. So, I would never subject anyone else to that. We'll whip them soon. Don't you worry. We do need more workplaces, though.
Work time. Get back to work.
And we need food. For that, we need wood, so yeah. Once that's back up... What is the next thing we should be building? Honestly, probably another sawmill at some point. Did we build the child shelter? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Because, yeah, I want to demolish some of those bunkhouses, I think. So I'm going to build 2 more bunkhouses and demolish 2, I think. Like, yeah, this one I can demolish. If I just build 1 and demolish 1, right? Oh, this one has no residence, so I can actually just demolish this one. %. Oh yeah, it's giving us an event as well. The generator stress level is at critical level. Oh, sorry, is at a critical... What? The generator stress level is at critical level. I would not phrase it like that. You have to turn off the overdrive now. Well, I guess I can't do the steam core thing. Let's let it get up to 98%. Okay. That's as much as I'm willing to edge it. I'm not gonna edge it up to 99%. I'll slip and hit like 3 and do like fast forward and the generator will explode and everyone's fucking dead. So food is not actually a massive problem, we're just not actually... Yeah, I might need override couplings. We're not actually making... the rations is the problem. Which we can fix by getting cookhouse installation. It's not going to matter by the time the research is done, actually, so fuck that. Abort. We'll get the infirmary, because we have a lot of people who's going to need it. What's all this then? The list. Sir, man has brought... Oh my god. I had to clear my throat. Sorry, Matt has brought us a long list of names titled A Register of Londoners, Infidels, Beggars, and Seducers, Strumpets, and Other Wrongdoers. He swore on his soul that this information is accurate and that all he wants is for them to repent and see truth. Hope will fall, the number of Londoners will fall. I mean... fair trade. Oh, did you say buggers, not beggars? Oh, shit. That's true, beggars would probably not be a problem. We have 3 amputees at the moment, so we need that factory running at some point. Just stop working the sawmill at the moment. You're gonna freeze to death. Engineers, you can do whatever. Preventing disease. Oh, fuck, yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, it did actually harm the gays, I don't... Yeah, but... cemetery is like... you know... all that meat going to waste. Am I really gonna let all that meat go to waste? I really want to see what happens if you go down this path, though. Let's do cemeteries. It is my game, hold up. Like, look at this. Hold up, look at this. Everyone is so happy. I think we can afford to go... I think we can afford to go... you know, terrible for a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I'm a terrible person. We need to keep the corpse pile cold, so we'll just build it, like, way the fuck over here. The greatest threat against, or, the greatest motivator for me doing stupid and horrible things in these kinds of games is not the game being like, you should do this. This will make it easier to play the game. This is mechanically, you know... We incentivize this mechanically. It's mostly just me being like, oh shit, I wonder how, like, wild this is gonna get. Why am I not rotating? Oh, it's middle mouse button, my bad. I was trying to do both mouse keys. We could use some steel again, so I guess I'll put some people to work. Oh, I'll put the engineers actually to work, and I'll save the workers. Can we send another scout team? Did we research that, or did we not? We did! Frick, why have I not done this before? The answer, because my brain not good. There, large convoy. Also, I was expecting, because, you know, I streamed like 6.5 hours and my throat got really, like, not all that messed up, but it got kind of messed up. I was expecting my throat to basically cave in on itself today when I started streaming, because I wasn't really prepared for that. I just decided like 15 minutes before I started, like, I want to stream now. And you should probably start making food again. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, my throat is actually doing really well, or like my voice or whatever, rather. 73 hungry. Where's my food place? Oh wait, actually we can't, can we? We haven't researched the hothouse installation yet, so we can't do that yet. Because if you look at... where is it? There it is. Temperature is too cold, and even if I turn on heating, it won't be enough. So we need to wait until the temperature gets better before we can actually make food. Is the problem. And like when we were researching this, we wouldn't have it in time either, I don't think. So, unless my math is completely fucking wrong, which it might very well be. I think factory is going to be the next one. Yeah. We're going to go factory. Okay, it's pretty cool that this is actually working without overtime. Overtime? I tried to say overtime and overdrive at the same time. Without overdrive. That's nice. Snow pit established. Now we can dispose of our corpses. So let's have a look at the snow pit then. It's all the way over there in the corner. We can barely see it. But people are gonna dump corpses there, so we'll be able to see whoever has died. I think we've only had like 2 deaths, right? Deaths, right? Infirmary, yeah. We're gonna need one of those. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, so we're gonna build the child shelter first, of course. Over here. Feel bad for the people who work at the steel mill? Yep. Though they're not turned on right now, are they? Oh no, one of them is. Yeah, but it's not... Wait, they're not actually cold. What? Oh no, they are. They're very cold. I just didn't see an icon. Yeah, and they do have the corpse pile right next to it. Let's thank our Lord for all his blessings. What a lovely morning. I'm ready to take on the day. That's the spirit. Thank God. Steam level 1. That should be good. Turn this on. We actually need to use the heater for it to work. Might actually not be enough. Steam level 1. I think it should be, but children cared for, good. Hope rises, and then let's do the infirmary. Oh shit, we need more wood. Let's turn on all the sawmills now that the temperature is no longer as horrible. In fact, where do we have the automaton working right now? Coal mine. You know, I want that to be more efficient, I think, so I'm gonna put him on one of the what was that? Oh, law. Should we... Actually, no, I'll keep it on the coal mine, because that coal mine is really exposed and, like, isolated. Let's see, so medic apprentices or... Oh, shit, yeah, no, we can do the organ transplants to have the sick recover faster. That's really good. Medic apprentices, children from child shelters will help at medical facilities, raising their efficiencies, or engineer apprentices, they will help at workshops, speeding up research. Which one do you think we need the most? I do think medic apprentices will be better, because with workshops, with workshops, it never really seems to be the research itself that seems to be gating us most of the time. It seems to be resources that we need for the specific research we want to do. So I think this one is going to be more all-round good. So I'm going to assign this one so that medical facilities have higher efficiency. So 110% then. 11% from medical post upgrade. So what are these children doing then? Oh, there's no children there. At least not yet. How do we get the children there though? Are we working them anywhere? We shouldn't be, because we didn't sign child labor laws. Factory researched. Now we can do... Let's do generator efficiency, because we want to start building up that coal stockpile. Then we can do this one later on. What's all this then? Grumpy old man. So a crowd dragged an old man from his house. They are going to force him to submit to the public penance. Repent, you wretch! Someone shouts. Maybe this will teach you to keep your foul mug shut. This man is known for his sharp tongue, but we have no reason to doubt his piety and loyalty. Discontent will rise slightly, or he might get hurt, but discontent will fall slightly. Discontent is not in a bad spot. We're not going to have him hurt. So let's build that factory and start pumping out those automatons. And whatever other abominations of science we can concoct. Oh shit. The coal mine actually isn't, it isn't endless. That can become a problem in the very, 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 very far-flung future. Oh, let me check Discord. Just to see if I've gotten like a thing. Okay. It's not endless, but it might as well be. Yeah, it is very, very big, the stockpile. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna last, or I think it's gonna outlast the campaign, but who knows? We still need more people, honestly. Don't think you'll run all of them out now, but if we run any of them out, that is kind of a problem in and of itself. Templates influence some people to mend their ways. Reminds me that I need to do Jesus time. And evening prayers. And whipping time. Where's the whip thing? There we go, whipping time. And there we go. I love the presentation in this game. The way you got the frost on the edges of the screen, sort of warping your vision here and stuff like that. It's so good. And how it like creeps into the screen when it gets really, really cold. Let's see, generator efficiency done. What are we lacking? We're lacking wood and steel at the moment. We haven't exhausted all of our steel. We're getting a lot of food now. Because we've got that food outpost and stuff as well. Insulation before the next cold hits. Yeah, 26. You're right. Let's get the cookhouse first. Then let's research the hothouse and get the hothouse insulation, I think. Let's make an automaton. We need 5 engineers. Where do we have engineers that we can pull off? We can pull off engineers from the sawmill. What? Oh, those were workers. My bad. Engineers on the steelworks, rather. Yeah, we desperately need more people. Scouts have reached the large convoy, which has people. I will escort them, because we really, really, really need them to get back home safely. I'm gonna get the sleds, I think, so the scouts are more efficient. We've got 10 hours left until the Londoners leave. And no thanks, we just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things different. Or things will be different. It was the right thing to do. Okay, let's do the sleds. 50% faster, that's really, really good. Tempo Jesus power. You're right, you're right. 8 hours left still. Please. You got 3 what? Steam cores? Ooh. Dreadnought landing. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. A light to the south. We found a piece of hull plate bolted to a boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard the Hephaestus landed here in search of a haven from the global glaciation. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. So this is then where you get the year 1886 from. Provided, actually no, that might actually not be correct, because like this, we should be, like there have been cities erected and stuff. Granted, our city is erected absurdly fast, but our city isn't huge. There were other cities like a long time ago before our city, right? Like Winterhome and everything. Yeah, fucking top screen. What, as in go search top or what? Left by the American Dreadnought, and then oddly shaped building. I'm gonna go to the research station first. New law soon. But yeah, fucking these Londoners are idiots. 3 Londoners. Good fucking luck walking 2,000 miles across the ice. How many people are injured? Very few, or sick. Let's do the public house, because that's going to increase... Wait, hold up. Are we at max hope? Yes, we are. Do not do the public house. We're going to save that for whenever we need it. But we're not going to do any of these. Oh, what's that? It's fiery and stuff. It makes me want to click it. But yeah, we're not going to do any of these because they increase hope, I think. So I'll leave them. I'll leave them be. Even though I do want the prosthesis. We are together again. What's happening? Oh, I think the last Londoners decided, no, we're not going to leave. No more division. We're one society, no matter the cost. We couldn't let the Londoners leave. We did the right thing. None of these names were of you guys. We won't be divided. The Londoners have been brought back into the fold. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We won a hard-fought victory over those who tried to tear us apart. The tragedy of Winterhome crushed our hope. Fear led some people to pursue mad schemes. We couldn't let them die in the frozen wasteland. We did what was necessary to keep all of us together. Together we're stronger. Yeah, but doesn't that also increase hope whenever I finish it? So I want to save it whenever we get like a hope hit. Which lead to field kitchens, which warm up workplaces without using coal. Holy fuck. That's awesome. That being said, after this research, I do need the big ol' coal storage so we can stockpile. Because the more shit we got stockpiled, like if we get enough stockpiled, we can pull people off the coal mining, and we can set the automatons to do that all like exclusively. And because they're going to be lower efficiency, but they'll keep working, and then we can have the people do other stuff. Yeah, the prosthetic law, I want that, but signing it's going to increase hope, so I want to save it whenever we have a bit of a hard time. Really, my first playthrough was Order. And it feels like there's one path that is easier every time. Like with the last autumn, I felt like the path with labor was easier than the technocracy one. But then again, I was playing off camera, so I'm not distracted by chat, and also like I don't feel the... I mean, I still do feel compelled to do stupid shit, but I also had hindsight, so yeah, it was different. Explore the research station. Door's been bashed in. There are signs of fighting inside. Broken furniture, damaged scientific instruments, and spatters of blood. Inside the ransacked station, we found Tesla's audio diary. Oh god. Oh yeah, actually this is, yeah, so actually then this is after 1886 and after 1887. All the observed changes, like sun's dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountains. So, Tesla might be dead then. Unless he left. But I think he died here. I think he was killed here. And he did not believe that the volcanoes or the sun dimming did this. He believes that it was an asteroid strike. Interesting. I'm gonna check the cave hideout. How much are we carrying? 3 steam cores, pretty good. A lot of supplies. I'm gonna check the cave hideout, and you are waiting. I'll check the walled colony. Because we can probably get people there. We have a lot of homeless. Big problem. We'll need another one on top of those to actually house everyone. Cookhouse is not working because storage limit has been reached. I'm going to turn it off. We should get a raw food stockpile. I'm going to put people or pull people off the hunting huts. And put them on other stuff that we need, like steel and wood. What's happening here? Requires steel and wood. Huh. Oh, you can queue it without actually having it in this. In the other, in the expansion, you can't do that. You need to have it before doing it. At least in some productions. Probably not on the factory ones. So we need 100 steel and 100 wood, 50 coal, and 1 steam core then. Woman in despair. Oh no. So we can make an exception and bury one person, or we can say I did what I had to do. A woman is sitting in the snow pit holding her dead husband's hand, crying her heart out. Perhaps you should have agreed to give people proper burials after all. Yes, but it wouldn't be as funny. I did what I had to do. I'm sorry. Okay. I do think we're gonna wind down the stream soon, because I do... Yeah, reduce hope, sign a law. I do, need to go soon. Because I have to go to bed at some point. Let's see... Public house or prosthetics? I'll do prosthetics just so we can give the people in the factory something to do.
New law in the city.
Didn't actually increase hope. We've got the big resource depot. In which case, let's potentially look into hothouse. Let's do all this stuff. Transport, stopped. Storage is full. Yeah. We need to create a... That transport brings raw food, yeah. So we need to create a large resource depot for coal and one for, I think, for raw food. Let's set the steelworks to work overtime, and let's set the sawmill to do the same. It's going to increase discontent, which is fine because we have none. Could create a cemetery, but I found the body pit funnier. I'm a good leader. We're out of steel. Shit. We have a lot of unemployed people. You know, actually, don't make those prosthetics yet. Save the steel, because we need it to make more workplaces for these people to be working. We can't focus on getting people back into work if we don't have work for them. So I'm thinking... What am I thinking? Good question. I'm thinking... Probably we'll need to do some, like, other research, I think. Survivors. A few tired men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind a wall barring the entrance. They are in a bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. We'll try to reason with the Americans and convince them to join us. Or we can attack them. No, we'll try to convince them to join us. Nothing like small talk. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from the city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are heading home with these poor wretches in tow. Okay, so Tesla was there. New workshop? Not a bad idea. That's gonna make it the third one, so... You know, law of diminishing returns and whatnot. I'm gonna actually orient it... Yeah, I'm gonna orient it this way. So I think we can put a different building of the same sort in that little spot. Probably should have put it on this side, but oh well. Now we need 75 steel. Actually, no, don't stop this one, because we need to exhaust that raw food in order to actually get more. I'm gonna set us to standard meal. What's up? Unexpected guest. Refugees from Frostland. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors has reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance and that many of them have died on the way. The phrase "doom is coming" keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. We will help them. Search out parties to bring... Okay, I'll try to bring more people to the city, I think. A little bit worried about bringing too many people, but I mean... If we bring too many people, they go to the corpse pile, and we can harvest them for resources later. But we do need to build more houses. Kind of desperate. Actually, stop that. I think there's some weirdness with the road and like how the stuff gets built. Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like killing people. Like, he was doing some like real social Darwinism shit. Like the, you know, weak die, the strong survive kind of shit. Unless I completely misread the situation, which I may have. What will Cyber Jesus' brother be called? Actually, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need the steel to build it, and that's not gonna be for a while because we need all this food for these new people. Robo-Moses. That's actually not bad. Okay, well, I think we should save the game. New save file. Let's call this... Stream campaign, or stream story. Stream story. Didn't human Jesus have a brother? I don't know. Did he? Ah, shit. I'm gonna put people on this and then I'm gonna have to save it again. So I think we're gonna call it there. Oh, stream for 4 hours. This is good because I'm training my voice up, I think, again. So I should be doing this more often, and I will. It doesn't mean I'm not spending as much time working on other stuff, but you know, a lot of the time I'll just end up doing stupid stuff like play video games anyways. So this way I'm at least technically producing content. You know, technically.